I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Password.
Ack, a dack, dack, ack.
Enter, brother.
That's right. Come on in. Welcome in. Is it Friday already?
Chill.
Unbelievable.
Today's Friday.
And with that password, you now have full access to this very fine radio program for the next 3 hours.
Not 2, not 3.
How many, LeBron?
Not 4, not 5.
No matter.
Not 6.
Thank you, LeBron.
Not 7.
That's a lot of
And when I say
championship
that,
Bron
I
thought he
really
was going to
believe
win.
Yes. No matter how you listen in, Fox Sports Radio, foxsportsradio.com, the iHeartRadio app, Sirius XM Channel 83.
Wow.
And now live.
We'll do it live.
On YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Do it! I have learned to turn my headphones part on that last do it that comes. Do it! Yeah,
The one do it that we shouldn't is wear the same outfit when
don't
we're coming
listen.
on the radio.
This is this. I'm not gonna lie.
We don't need to be the Bopsy twins.
I do
on the
2
radio.
shows. I do the morning news one and then this one. This is the second time. One of our reporters had his exact same blue suit, whole thing. I come in, you ain't looking like we about to go rob somebody together. Or we are the black men in black right now.
That's right. Stay
out my closet.
Say my name.
Rob Parker.
Say his name.
Kelvin Washington.
And we are indeed the odd couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington, on a funky Flashback Friday. And you'll need our phone number because we are, without question, the most listener-friendly national sports talk radio show on the planet. At least when people are still awake.
That's the only when it counts. The metric.
Sorry about that, Ben. All right, write it down, commit it to memory. 877-99 on Fox. For you laymen out there who can't figure out numbers and letters.
It's not trigonometry.
It's
The young people.
877-996-6369. And if you hear feedback on the line, it's your own fault. It means only one thing.
You forgot to turn down the radio.
That's right. And with that said, always remember.
Sweetie Beatty, yeah.
And if you call in here and you have a problem with what we say to you.
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. Do you have a problem? Turn off your station.
That's right. Turn off your station. Let's
Hey, you know what the best part about that is? Rob G said you got one more. One more, and he gonna know something.
That's right. Let's go.
We ain't got no choice but to go.
Big show.
Don't even ask me how I'm doing. We out of time.
Right, we're out of time. Let me welcome in my co-host. He is.
Can you?
Kelvin
Washington.
I'm doing it right. Life's good. Happy Friday. All right, let's get to
We
it.
have the best open of all the shows on the network.
Hell
so
yeah.
what?
You said we have the only one?
Yes.
Rob Parker. Tell
Everybody
Rob G
else
to look
just
at the
turns
numbers.
on.
What? That's right.
Tell
Hey,
Rob G to look
Hey,
at the numbers.
I ain't gonna lie.
Rob G don't want to hear about that. He wants to do what he wants to do. That's
you
how
just
he
played
is.
a drop that said if you don't like it, change the station.
What?
We don't
What?
want them to change the station.
No, if they don't like the way we talk to them, they need to change the station. Turn your station.
We kind of do need him to stick around a little bit.
It's all good.
It is all good.
all
Hey, twin.
God.
Stay out my closet, man.
Hey, and don't forget, with the new iHeartRadio app, you can stream us wherever you happen to be. That's right. Catch us and all the Fox Sports Radio shows live 24/7 in the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Just search Fox Sports Radio in the app to stream us live all day, every day, and be sure to select Fox Sports Radio as your preset in the iHeartRadio app, and it'll always pop up at the top of the screen. All right, Kelvin, let's welcome in the Odd Couple crew because
Let's
we
do
wouldn't
it.
be able to do this fine radio program without them. Rob G is our producer. Alex is our engineer. Steve DeSager's at the anchor desk. He'll keep us updated throughout the program. And, of course, Elijah.
Never heard of him.
Oh, man.
Elijah
Never heard of him.
is our social media
Alex, you better heard of him in
guru.
February.
There we go.
Who?
February, you listen.
All right,
The ancestors, you better heard of him.
let's get here, all right? You know what tonight is? It's game 1 of the 2025 World Series.
Oh, yeah.
This time, it
Where I heard you
counts.
talking crazy on TV.
What? What did you hear?
Crazy.
What are you talking about?
Everybody's jumping with the Dodgers. Let me be the one to tell you. Well, Rob, what do you think's going to happen? Let me tell you, Steven Nelson.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. I'm going to tell you what it is. Bring it up. This is how I know. I know.
Aha!
Listen, if you want me to make it through this show, please do not do this. Alex, I'm serious. I won't make
Did you get a call from
I was
your
waiting
buddy?
on it.
You didn't get
I was
it?
waiting
Oh.
on it. I'm still nervous.
Wow, okay, go ahead.
Oh, man. The reason, back to you, because, fine, okay, the Toronto, they are a formidable team, the Blue Jays. Absolutely.
They are.
But for you, because the Dodgers dominated the Brewers, so then act like the Brewers weren't the best team in baseball all year. Don't do that. Just give the love and credit to the Dodgers. The lowly Brewers. How are you lowly when you're the best team in baseball?
No, but it's about how you play now, not how you play
They were
back
smoking
in the
people
season.
except the random a buzzsaw named the Dodgers.
No, they were terrible.
The Dodgers did it. The lowly Brewers. Man, I almost jumped through my phone and matrix to you wherever you were.
Did you see Steven like, yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know how
how
the
they-
Dodgers,
Yes.
they're pitiful. I don't know how they're going to have a
You
chance.
thought you had some for a second.
I
You
was
were like,
what?
is he with me? I was like,
He's
no.
like,
Rob.
no.
Anyway, continue your
It was being
soliloquy.
sarcastic. Okay, yes. So anyway, here we are. And, the conversation about the Dodgers being bad for baseball is moronic. It's ridiculous. And as much as I'm bashing on the Dodgers and whatnot, I don't think they're going to win the World Series. I don't believe that they are bad for baseball. Rob G., there are so many numbers, right?
Yeah.
It ain't about how much money you spend. We talk about it all the time. The New York Metropolitans had the highest payroll, correct, Rob G?
2023, I believe it was.
They had the highest payroll.
Yeah.
Did not make the playoffs. The Yankees have been in the top 3 for the since 2009, have not won a World Series. Rob G, there are some other numbers that are spectacular that just tell you that it's not based on how much your payroll is.
Not at all. Since 2001, the highest payroll has only won it all 3 times.
Think about
That's
that.
all you need. You don't even need any more numbers there.
But
right there.
that's a solid number. It tells you.
As recently as 2023, the top 2 highest paid teams didn't even make the postseason.
The Mets and the Yankees.
Okay. If the Dodgers win this World Series, that'd be 3 out of 6, right? That's a big deal. Did you forget that the Giants won 3 out of 5 and nobody said they were ruining baseball a few years back?
Because people don't look at the Giants like that.
Just in terms of the top 10 contracts by dollars, the Dodgers got 2 of them, which is a lot, right? Ohtani and Mookie Betts. The Padres also have 2 of them. Nobody says that the Padres are ruining baseball.
Well, one guy picks them every year.
Not this
Rob
year.
said they're ruining baseball.
I don't know if I can't go again.
In
this year.
fact,
it's early.
in a
You got a lot of time.
long-form piece by The Athletic, an anonymous small market exec argued that the Dodgers' dominance and visibility, not only they're not ruining baseball, they're actually great for baseball. Here's what he said, quote, "The game benefits from the Dodgers. In Japan, if it wasn't for the Dodgers, we wouldn't have the fan base there that we have. So when we get this next big streaming deal, we're all going to benefit from the Dodgers. We're going to be watched all around the world because of the Dodgers." I know that's probably not what people want to hear, but it's true.
And you know what? I agree. The Dodgers, the visibility, and I'll say this. I didn't think what Shohei Ohtani did checked the box and made him the greatest player of all time. But ain't no way, Kelvin, you can sit here and say that Sports America was buzzing after his performance. Am I right? All over social media.
Absolutely.
The kids, people who don't even follow baseball like that, know who Shohei Ohtani is, know the feat that he did. The Dodgers have that. Los Angeles, a big market. They got some people. We know Mookie Betts. We got people with some personality. Last year in the World Series, same thing. You hit a walk-off grand slam home run to win a World Series. Everybody knows who you are, what happened. It's good for the game. And it's good when you have teams that have those kind of players that win. People like winners. People want to follow. You could say, oh, they're going overboard and spending too much money. I'm never going to buy into that because it's how you spend your money that determines it, right?
Yep.
And even the Mariners who were trying to make it in and came one game short, their payroll was like 136.
Mm-hmm.
And they were one game short. They just lost on a 3-run home run in the 7th inning. They were that close.
The Tigers were one of the best teams in baseball to the last month or so.
Exactly.
Yeah, you and I have talked about this a million times. We've given a million examples. We talked about the Giants. We talked about the Royals. We talked Tampa Bay Rays, like teams that have either won it or made it, the Angels in 2002. I mean, you have a shot in baseball year in, year out. Whether you spend the most, spend the least, you got a shot. Because if you get the right pitcher and he's playing well, if your farm system is working, if your bats are hot, if you have a great coaching staff, you can get hot. You can be doing well in baseball. Baseball is by far the hardest to predict. Every year, the Yankees or the Mets, or the Padres or the such. It doesn't happen. Or the Dodgers. Well, they get there, but they don't win.
We saw the Rangers win a couple years ago.
Out the blue. Great example. So, I mean, the Tigers pop up in the World Series a couple of times. They didn't win it, but they got there. Like
Kansas City Royals won a World Series. Yep.
So in baseball, you just don't know, and that's the beauty of it. However, you do need some villains, which is why the Yankees have always been great for baseball because they've been the evil empire. You need the person to hate for.
And now the Dodgers.
The Dodgers. I told Rob G, I said, if the Dodgers win this year, this will be the first time to me that people start to go, all right, now this is getting crazy. Because that will be 3 since 2020, 2024, and 2025. First time back-to-back since the year 2000 with the Yankees. And it can give confirmation bias to those who will say, see what spending all the money does? Because then you would have a point because they bought Ohtani, they bought Yamamoto, they bought, who am I missing? They bought Blake Snell. So you could say, see, I told you it works. So you would give credence to that if they were to win back-to-back. But I think that's a good thing. Because you need somebody to hate. You need somebody to have villains. I'm sick of the L.A. L.A. thinks it's all that. I'm tired of palm trees. I'm tired of Ice Cube and today was a good day. Whatever it is, I don't want to see Snoop again, except to the Olympics and the Winter Olympics and every other Olympics. You're going to see Snoop forever. Point is, you need a villain. You need a good versus evil, and your team is the good, whoever your fan base of. And you need a villain. You need a hero. You need a villain. So to me, I hope the Dodgers win. I hope they build that. You need a Duke. You need a North Carolina. You need a Dallas Cowboys. You need we mentioned the Yankees. You need somebody. NBA. You know what the NBA doesn't need? Oklahoma City to win, and then Denver to win, and then Indiana comes back with Halliburton the next year, and they win, and then it goes to the Orlando Magic. You needed the Warriors. You needed the Warriors and Cavs and LeBron going at it. You needed Magic and Bird. You needed Bulls. Michael Jackson goes play baseball for 2 years, back.
Jordan.
Michael Jordan, and then Michael Jordan wins 3 more. You need that. As much as people don't think they want that, you absolutely do want it.
All right, 877-99 on Fox, and we will give our World Series picks. Should we do that at Shekel City? We'll do that at Shekel City. Yeah, we'll do that. And how many games? We already know you're picking the Dodgers.
You don't know who I'm picking?
Yes, I do know.
Well, you know the best part about this is, as much as you knew I was picking the Dodgers, we knew you wasn't picking the Dodgers.
Who said that?
Hey, Alex, if the Yankees are playing, who's Rob got?
What are you talking about?
Oh, easy.
If they got Kobe.
Hey, hold on. You lucky I don't have no glasses. I would do. Who am I right now? I got the. Let me act like I don't know.
Hold
on.
Hold
on. Put my glasses on.
Elijah.
Yankees -1.5.
Elijah.
If I hear Yankees -1.5 one more time.
Elijah, can you print it out for me? I did these earlier.
Elijah already has cemented on your daggone Shekel City. Yankees -1.5.
No, the Y key is like broken now.
It's just he can't even type it. You got to Control V. Paste the Yankees.
Hey, 877-99 on Fox.
Or if you're Elijah, HRU.
That's right. How do you know I say HRU to Elijah? That's what I want to know.
I know it all.
How do you know that?
They have therapy sessions together.
I know your fridge has no food either. I know it all.
All right. 877-99 on Fox is the phone number. Are the Dodgers actually good for baseball, or do you agree with the narrative that they're ruining the sport? We'll continue that conversation next with you. It is The Odd Couple here on Fox Sports. And real quick, I got to give a shout-out to my man Ben. My man Ben, who works at FS1, stopped by, and he gave me this. Is this champagne, Ben? Give me a thumbs up. No, not Ben.
Not Ben Maller.
Is it champagne?
Yeah, that's that. That's that Rick Ross, Bel Air Blue.
This is the good stuff. And Ben works at FS1, and we went to Southern Connecticut, not at the same time. He's a young guy. But Ben gave me this for the press box. He couldn't make it to the celebration. But, Ben, thank you very much.
Awesome.
I appreciate it.
Look at it. And you back, too. You drinking now. You eat
I'm
McDonald's.
drinking,
You eat pizza,
yes, all
cheesecake.
that.
You back.
I am back.
Have
All
it
right,
late night with Hostess on your chest.
All right, with the chest
The
hair.
chinchilla ate good.
The chinchilla ain't good is right. All right, it is the outcome. We want to hear from you, 877-99 on Fox, right here on Fox Sports Radio. And you know what you need to do. Stick and stay.
Because Marcellus Parker knows what to say in the US of A.
I'm going to lay the blame squarely on your commissioner, Adam Silver, the NBA, and all the other leagues following behind, okay? This is where I'm going to put the blame because they've made it comfortable enough where people felt like they can do this and they can be involved in it because at one time, Kelvin, gambling was a no-no. So much so, I remember them saying there'll never be a team in Las Vegas, right? There'll never be a team in Las Vegas because they're not going to do that. I remember when Major League Baseball told Mickey Mantle and Willie Mays to get lost, kick rocks. They were greeters at Atlantic City in front of a casino, right? Yep. Fans, come meet Mickey Mantle. These guys are long time retired. They were retired baseball players. They weren't even playing. They said, if you're greeters, we want nothing to do with you. You can't wear a Major League Baseball uniform. You can't come to Old Timers Day. Nothing to do with the sport. We know what baseball did to Pete Rose, right? No. Persona non grata, you're banned for life. All the other stuff. And now that's all changed. And all the leagues, I'm not saying all the leagues, we know this, they're all in bed with the casinos. We've normalized gambling to the point where people feel comfortable to even do this. We just saw last week, did we not talk, Kelvin, about the colleges allowing players to now vote, bet on, as long as it's not your game, you can bet on. Oh, okay, here we go. And this is why I think we are where we are, is because there is no fear of God from the leagues. The Terry Rozier thing is as bad a black eye to the NBA as anything. How the hell did they clear him? Who's your investigative team? They should all be fired. Adam Silver should come with his hat in his hand and apologize that this league basically exonerated him and allowed him to play, and then the FBI snaps handcuffs on him today. Seriously. How did that happen? You know how that happened? Because they wanted it to go away. They wanted it to go away. And go ahead, Kelvin. I can sit here all day.
No, I'm with you. Let me add to that. Not only did they want it to go away, if you recall, do you remember when it went away? Do you remember what happened that day? That's the day Malik Beasley's thing came out. So they didn't want it to have multiple stuff going on at the same time. So let's kind of scurry and move on away from one. The other one comes out. Let's hurry up and get away from that one. Oh, we're right in the middle of what? We're right in the middle of the Steve Ballmer, Kawhi Leonard, Clipper thing. So the NBA had a lot going on right now. And you already know the Jonte Porter stuff that happened with the last year. So there was a lot when it came to gambling. Tim Donaghy notwithstanding over the last 10, 15 years, and especially now that the NBA is trying to skate away from. And the challenge with this is they are in bed with gambling. So they tell you don't gamble on certain things, but hold on, let's take a quick break. It's brought to you by DraftKings. It's brought to you by Prize Picks. Brought to you by FanDuel. And so which one is it? Is it don't gamble? Is it gamble this way? Or if you are going to gamble, only use our sites. So it is a convoluted, mixed up thing that is getting ugly, that is creating a normalcy to kids because it's on apps and it looks fun and it looks like something cool to do. And you don't have to bet big money. You can bet a few dollars. So that's not a big problem, right? I'm only betting a few dollars. And it can cause and lead to people becoming problematic. Now, going back to the NBA specific, I don't fully agree with you in that I agree that this is horrible. You and I have talked about it for a whole year now. The whole gambling in bed with everybody, then you're telling them not to gamble. The only challenge I have with this is the Damon Jones taking advantage of information about LeBron, a professional, you retired from the game, like that's on you. Being a part of, Gilbert Arenas and all that stuff happened with Gilbert. Now you got stuff that allegedly happened with Chauncey. Like being a part of mob tied casino games and poker nights, I should say, that's on you. On a Funky Flashback Friday, we got Play of the Day, Shekel City, and some football conversation coming up as well. Plus, we got to make our picks for the World Series kicking off here. First pitch coming up soon. Be sure to check out the brand new YouTube channel. Shout out to everybody watching right now on YouTube. All you got to do is search Odd Couple FSR. You can see us there on YouTube. Like, comment, share, jump in, comment, all that good stuff, man.
See my haircut too today?
Yeah, I saw it, man. Good out here.
I'm feeling good finally. I feel much better.
Listen, I got cut too.
I might get lucky this weekend. You know what I mean?
You know it, right?
Think so?
Yeah. Alex, what you always say about the ID?
If it's a sideways ID, oh God, it's not for me.
All right.
Now wait, when you get where do you go?
Well, usually it's got to get my approval on my MasterCard.
Okay, that's what I was saying. You just send it home and swipe some, go right.
Oh God.
Okay. I know if you was out here in the streets. 877-99 on Fox. Dodgers, good for baseball what they're doing. Are they ruining baseball? What say you? We both agree it's great for baseball, putting eyes on it, and there's no such thing as just because you spend a bunch of money guarantees a victory.
Ask the New York Metropolitans. Harold in Chicago, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Harold?
What's going on, guys? Long-time listener, second-time caller.
No doubt.
My man. You don't have the radio on behind you, do you?
I do. Let me turn it down.
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you.
Except for one thing.
What's that?
You forgot to turn down the radio.
Come on, Harold. Go ahead. Harold.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, no. Dodgers winning is great for baseball. Everybody remembers dynasties. No one cares about one-offs, especially if you have the best player in the world. You have to keep winning. We remember the Yankees because of their dynasty. We remember the Bulls. We remember the Lakers. No one remembers. When did Texas win? 3 years ago?
Texas.
People forgot about that.
Oh, look at that.
You're right.
Yeah, all right. I hear you, Harold. Thanks for calling. Appreciate it. What about our man Trucker Don in Boston, Beantown, a baseball town? What's up, Trucker Don? How are you?
Hi, guys. Thanks for taking my call. Real good, thank you.
All right.
Hunting around Texas right now. And, good topic. And I want to start off real quick by wishing my son a happy birthday. He's in the Navy. I'm going to visit him.
Oh, nice.
Man,
What's his name, Don?
Chris.
Happy birthday, Chris. Yes, very nice. Awesome.
Thank you, guys. Anyway, you guys are dead on. The money is great for baseball. I think just the opposite. I think that low-paying teams are bad for baseball.
Yeah.
When you put a team of minor leaguers up against major leaguers, and then charge $12 for a beer,
right?
There's a problem.
No, I agree.
We talked about that, and you didn't agree that I want a ceiling. A floor. I want a salary floor.
Yeah. Now that's where, and I gave you the NBA reasoning on why I don't want a floor to just be where I have to pay people who aren't that good. I want you to spend money.
But you got to try to compete a little bit. And you got some teams out here like, what we going to do is not pay anybody. All right, everybody all in, break.
For that, go to John Concack, whose nickname was John Contract, because he got a ridiculous contract. All right.
There's all. Remember Ike Austin?
Reggie in Indianapolis. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Reggie?
Hey, Rob, man. What's happening with y'all, man?
We're doing great.
I can't believe I'm on the phone with you.
Man, we appreciate the support.
I stay in Indianapolis, one of Chris Broussard's hometown.
Nap Town?
Yeah, Chris got like 14 hometowns. You know that, Reggie.
I know. But, hey, Rob, man, I really appreciate you guys, man. Hey, you got an outstanding show, and, hey, it doesn't matter how much the Dodgers pay, the Yankees pay. It doesn't matter at all, man. Hey, just like you guys said earlier, anybody can win, and they have, man. So
they have.
They can do what they're doing. It doesn't matter to me.
No doubt, Reggie. Thank you. Thanks for the support in Indy.
I can tell Randy a smooth player. I can tell. No doubt. I can tell
Reggie. Wasn't it Reggie?
That's why I said Reggie.
Okay.
You getting old.
No.
You thought I said Randy?
You said Randy.
You getting old, bro.
Maine.
I think he misremembers.
Yes, thank you,
Hey, stay
Tom.
focused, okay? Just,
Maine and Arkansas, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
How are you?
Man?
I don't think it's necessarily bad what the Dodgers are doing for baseball, but I think it's bad for the future, man. You referenced the one executive saying, when the streams come through, we all get to split the money. When it all becomes a business transaction, the fan always loses, man. The love of the game goes out the window, and then it's all for the love of the money. I know money is great, it's good for the game and everything, but the fan loses when everything becomes a business transaction.
Now, Maine, and Maine, I feel like, is it Maine, like M-A-Y-N? Like, what's up, Maine? Now, Maine.
M-A-I-N-E, like the state of Maine.
All right, no doubt, Maine. Now, look, this is my thing to you. Baseball has had a boom when we've had, and you and I, Rob, sit here as our first year together last year, of how great it was when you had this great postseason. Then you ended with the Yankees and the Dodgers,
which we had for 30 years.
Since 81 or whatever. I think you need that at times. Like, you need the big machines to go at it from time to time. I know it doesn't have to be every year, but you need that. And I think it fuels everything, and it makes people more interested, and it only adds, another layer and another fan base as well. All right, good conversation. We appreciate it. Appreciate that, if I can speak English. On the way, Jaylen Brown has something to say when it comes to the whole gambling scandal. We'll tell you what he said in just a bit. Right now, Steve DeSager, get you set on what's up trending. Steve.
Hello, about a half hour away from Game 1 of the World Series. All the games are at about 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox TV. Game 2 Saturday night. Tonight's pitching matchup, LA's Blake Snell against Toronto rookie Trey Savage. Toronto infielder Bo Bichette, one of the rare 300 hitters this season, is starting after the sprained knee. He's been out since early September, playing second base, not shortstop, for the first time since the minor leagues. He had 94 RBIs this year. Dodger reliever Alex Vesia is out due to a family matter. Lefty tenor Scott was not added to the LA postseason roster. To the NFL, 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy is out again with his toe injury. Mac Jones will start. This will be the 6th game this year Purdy has missed. Panthers quarterback Bryce Young is doubtful this weekend with a high ankle sprain. He missed practice all week. Andy Dalton is due to start. Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson practiced fully today. He's listed as questionable with his hamstring injury. He's been out for a month. Baltimore's lost 4 straight. Falcons quarterback Michael Penix could play. He's questionable with a bone bruise in his knee. He's been limited in practice. Jets quarterback Tyrod Taylor questionable. He might start instead of Justin Fields. The 0-7 Jets play at Cincinnati Sunday. Jets defensive back Sauce Gardner is out. Wide receiver Garrett Wilson is out. Wide receiver of the Eagles, A.J. Brown, out this weekend with a hamstring injury. He missed practice all week. Texans wide receiver Nico Collins out with a concussion. And Houston wide receiver Christian Kirk out with a hamstring injury. Washington wide receivers Terry McLaurin and Deebo Samuel each practice fully after each missed the last game. Quarterback Jaden Daniels is out. The NFL fined the Giants over $300,000 total for violations of concussion protocol, including a $200,000 fine for the franchise. To the NBA, the Pelicans signed veteran center DeAndre Jordan. New Orleans will be hosting San Antonio in a half an hour. Right now, mid-second quarter at Toronto, the Raptors up 42-36 on the Bucks. Hawks at Magic underway. Back to you.
All right, Steve, appreciate it. It's the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, on a Funky Flashback Friday. And for over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive, ship fast and free. Backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com. It is the way tire buying should be. Shekel City Player of the Day on the way. But right now, Jaylen Brown, who's the president of the NBA Players Association, had a lot to say. He was asked about, obviously, the scandal and just his thoughts on it. Raji, do we have the sound of that? Let me hear this. What he had to say.
I think be open to having a conversation. I don't think yet once from my conversations with the union of the NBA has been like, how can we protect players more with the environment? There's been little to no conversation around that. It's all about how can we increase business and increase revenue. And I'm not sure, if we're having enough conversations, like what is the aftermath or the consequences some of that stuff has. I think a lot more could have been done to help players or prepare players, but even in the aftermath, I don't think little care or attention to detail goes into it. They're like, you make X amount of money or X, Y, and Z, you should be able to deal with all the extra negativity, the people approaching you, is leading to situations that we can avoid if more conversations were had right now.
And I couldn't agree more. I think the NBA did not count the cost. I think the NBA did not consider the collateral damage that would be from gambling. So you started with, back in the day, it was just trash talk. Boo, if you're rooting for the Celtics, the Lakers suck, or, the Celtics suck. That was kind of the thing. Okay, cool. Hey, you say something funny to a player. Then it turned to, you're ruining my fantasy team. Fantasy. Players had to deal with that. Now, this is a scarier one, Rob, because we've seen some players put out the DMs, take screenshots, put it out there. We've seen reports where guys are getting, hey, I lost my family because you didn't hit the parlay. I lost my family because I've lost my job, or I'm in major debt because of you. And the volatility in the messages, it's gone up. You get what I mean? It's one thing, boo, you're on the opposing team. Now it's guys making big threats. Hey, this didn't happen because you couldn't hit a lousy parlay. You couldn't hit one more three. And some players are outing people. This guy said this. This guy threatened me. Here's a screenshot. And I think the NBA, while falling into bed with all of these, I'm watching ESPN tell me about the gambling thing, and literally their next segment, all right, let's go to ESPN Bet, and they do a whole segment on that. And I'm just dying laughing like this is just where we are. But I do think there's something about not counting the cost and considering what this does to players now, where they're getting threats and your money's involved. It's one thing, my team, boo you, I got a different jersey. Now people are feeling like you cost me my livelihood and my family and my house because I put all this money on you. I'm going
to say this, and I hear that, and I'm not going to try to poo-poo what gambling has done, but these current players are big babies about everything, though. I mean,
wow,
that can
kind of be two things that don't have to be mutually exclusive.
But I just want to what Russell Westbrook trying to get somebody thrown out of a game because he called him Westbrook. Do you see what I'm saying? So there's two levels here where they don't want to be criticized from anybody, right? From the writers, they don't want to be criticized. They don't want to be criticized from Kenny, Shaq, or Charles Barkley. They don't want those guys to criticize. They actually went on a campaign and said that the reason that the ratings were down was because there's too much negative talk from players. They want everybody to do happy talk and tell how great the game is. Yet, some of those same people were downing the former players, saying they were plumbers and they couldn't play and they this and that. Like none of it makes any sense. And I'm just saying, the players to me are overly sensitive. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, I understand the gambling aspect, which has brought a different dynamic to it. So I do see that, and I do agree with that. I told you yesterday that the league is just as negligent as the individuals. And I'm not trying to pass it off and say Chauncey and Damon Jones and Rozier, are scot-free and they didn't do anything wrong or whatever. And this is Rob G and I talked about this analogy. there's always that conversation. Is it the person or is it the gun? And obviously this is, what I mean? Like, guns don't kill people. People kill people. That's the argument, right?
Right.
But there's a mechanism there that you've allowed this gambling thing to happen, right? As the league.
And not only the gun, to go with that analogy.
But you know what I'm saying.
No, I'm staying with it. I'm saying, and you also gave the bullets and ammunition. You provided those. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just, gambling exists. You're providing and entertaining and taking money from these outlets.
And this is what I'm saying. And that was what I brought up earlier about how much they were so against Las Vegas
for
a long time.
Decades.
Right? Nope. There'll never be an NBA team in Las Vegas. There'll never be a baseball team in Las Vegas. There'll never be a football team. What we got? They're about the Oakland A's. The A's are going to move there, and then
you got the Vegas Aces already there. You got the Oakland, the Vegas
A's.
Raiders. A's on their way, and obviously LeBron, biggest face of your league, always saying, "I'd love to have a team." And
if you would have told me 25 years ago there'd be a team in Las Vegas, I would tell you crazy. Yeah. Just like if you told me I would be walking around with a phone that I could check emails.
Yeah,
I would say you're crazy. But the NBA is partly responsible.
They're absolutely complicit, and this is where it's going to eternally become complex to me, because you can't just say, "All right, well, you should have known better not to gamble." When it's, first of all, there were obviously, since this, we've heard lawyers, we've heard psychiatrists, people who've come on, psychologists, about the person. Like, if somebody has an addiction, a gambling addiction, and then you're gambling, every commercial, every billboard, everything, and you're okaying it. You got LeBron with Kevin Hart doing DraftKings commercials, and it's like subconsciously you're like, all right, this is not a big deal. LeBron and Kevin Hart are doing the commercials.
Because it's been normalized.
It's normalized. It's so easily accessible.
It used to be.
You felt taboo.
You need a bookie. Who do you know? Somebody who
felt
would take
underworldish,
who could take a bet or whatever. Like, really? Can I bet? Well, do you know somebody? Like, that's what it was.
Rob G, tell me I'm wrong. When you go on something, let's say they post, whoever, the Fox Sports post something on their Instagram page, and it's Steph Curry hitting a few shots. First thing they say is, "Twin, you couldn't do that on my parlay."
Yes.
He's nodding his head, yes. Like, that's the first thing people say. Steph goes crazy. He ain't hit that when I had the parlay for. Like, that's all everybody talks about.
I'll give you another one, seriously. And I'm not trying to be nasty or anything. I'm dead serious. It's like the pornography thing. You used to have to, like...
the VHS, go into the...
Or magazine, or, like, you'd have to, you'd have to kind of slip it. Like, how do I get this or whatever? Now it's like, it's everywhere. I don't even have to be looking for it.
Was that like a hypothetical? I don't?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Just want to make sure, because I don't, in the theory
Rob
of this.
G, you know that's all hypothetical, right?
Just want to make sure we didn't know.
We mop floors daily.
Yeah.
Rob, it's very telling. There's a lot of references you could have used.
Yeah, I was
Was that
I'm not, a lot more things that are more pervasive that you could have rolled with.
I still can't. Rob G just said it, but I can't let it go the rest of my life.
What's that?
In Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. It used to be like a peep show kind of place. And on the marquee or the big sign out there.
What did it say?
We mop every 15 minutes. I cannot let that go. That was
you
actually,
saw that with your own eyes. Yeah, boy.
That was out on, like, for anybody driving in Wilkes-Barre,
Can you
Pennsylvania,
imagine the parent
to see
having
that.
to explain that to the kid?
What is that? What do you mean?
Mommy, they sure make a lot of messes. And mommy's just like, they do, babe. They do.
All right.
Oh, God, so sticky.
All right. Let's get back to gambling, which I can't believe it's better than that, this conversation. Point is, this is just like we got the World Series kicking off today. You're going to hear or see, depending if you're listening on the radio or what, there's going to be a bunch of advertising about gambling, right?
But
right now, I'm looking at this Bucks-Raptor game, massive on the court, on the baseline is FanDuel. You see it right there.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's like, don't gamble. It's bad. It's bad. It's top right of this screen.
It's called the FanDuel Sports Network.
FanDuel Sports Network. FanDuel on the game.
I mean, just think about that.
DraftKings.
It doesn't say ABC, NBC. It says FanDuel. And so yesterday, everybody's looking around going, oh, how are you going to get away from it? You can't get away from it.
You can't. It's everywhere, man. So, yeah, just expect. And then, by the way, we know Kash Patel, running the FBI, director of the FBI, says, what did he say? Oh, there's just the tip of the iceberg. There's more coming.
All I'm going to say is I'm going to give Kash credit. You know what I'm saying?
I'll give you that one.
Alex,
that was good.
That took me a second, but
that was actually good.
Okay.
Still processing.
Yeah, when you get it, you'll be like, all right, Rob, I wasn't mad at that. Player today, Shekel City on the way. Plus, we want to do it. We'll give our World Series picks as well, as we're minutes away from first pitch. We'll give those next. It's the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
If all of this is true, I don't know how you come back from this from the standpoint of being involved in basketball, the way people feel about you, despite what you did on the field, you know what I mean? And he earned all of that. He was a hell of a player. I covered all that with the Pistons.
Yeah.
He was tremendous. I mean, he's the MVP of the finals. They beat Shaq and Kobe and 4 future Hall of Famers, Karl Malone, Gary Payton. I mean, all of that. And in 2024, this past year, right?
Yeah.
He was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame in Springfield, Massachusetts. Kelvin, I don't know how you could do anything, and obviously we say if convicted, so let's leave that there.
Correct.
These are all allegations. No one's saying he's guilty and should be thrown under the jail, any of that. But he would have to come out of the Hall of Fame if these allegations are proved or he's convicted of these allegations. I don't know of any other way how he could be involved or how you could honor him in this situation.
It pains me to say, you mentioned that 2003 when he got there, was it that 10-year runner, give or take, he had. I was there, like you said. I used to work at WDFN, the sports station there. I was just getting into my career, and
I was there every night.
Games. Yeah, I'm going to the games, setting up the booth for our radio guy, the Parker and Kelvin Washington. In the future, I can just sit there and learn and watch, and I got to be around the game and the team. And dude, that run meant so much to me. He became one of my all-time favorite players, as you mentioned, because he was great. He made all the big shots. That team was so fun.
That nickname was real because he was Mr. Big Shot.
Without a doubt. And he meant so much to the city and that team. You were there. So it pained me when I saw that this morning, anchoring the news, my phone, and it sees his face. Of all the faces, just didn't feel like that would be the face you would see.
You couldn't believe it, could you?
No, I'll be honest. You were there. There's nothing. You didn't hear anything about Chauncey except good dude, this, that. And again, this is all alleged. We don't know. We hope not. But as things are right now, to go back to the point of the conversation, you absolutely have to take somebody out the Hall of Fame, because if this were just rigged poker games, as bad as that is, that's separate from the NBA. That is why we have federal investigators, criminal investigators, state, investigators, all these different type of investigators and police officers who can handle that. That is separate from the NBA, especially considered, he's no longer a player. Obviously, he's a coach, but you could say that's nothing to do with us, because people get pulled over, people have other domestic violence, people have substance abuse. that people have personal live issues.
I agree to a certain extent. I don't think you could look at him the same way of cheating people out of money, knowing that the games were rigged. I know.
But what I'm saying is, I don't think that's pull you out. That could have been kept you out from getting in. I'm not going to use that as pull you out. I'm pulling you out.
I don't know how I feel good about Chauncey Billups at all if I know that he was a part of the mob and the mafia, and they had rigged games to bilk people out of money. I'm just being honest.
I'm not questioning. No. I get your morale. I'm with you. What I'm saying is the NBA, I have to go, like, where do I draw the line? That's nothing to do with me, meaning the entity of the NBA.
But according to that, all right, so I don't want to get into hypotheticals, but somebody could do something heinous, and because it wasn't done because of basketball, you still would be okay with it. He should stay.
What
in the
I'm
Hall
saying
of Fame?
is because if he presents a challenge to where I draw the line, like someone who's in the Hall of Fame right now, like you said, I don't even want to use a name. Player X is in the Hall of Fame. Come to find out, he beat his wife pretty bad, and come to find out he does it regularly. Do you go and then now pull him out? You get what I mean? It becomes a slippery slope when someone does something criminal, and where do you pull? The reason why I would pull him out is because this had something to do with the NBA if this, what is alleged, actually happened. Because you are telling guys, hey, I ain't playing him tonight. Hey, we're tanking. Hey, you might want to put some money on us. We're going to look bad tonight. Now that directly affects the integrity of the game, the trust of the game. This is directing my business and our fans. That I'm pulling you out. No, this is about giving me about 80. This is about 83, 84.
81.
81. Yeah,
Wow.
This is good time. This is a family
I
reunion.
remember 81. I was 40 years old. I remember that.
Yeah, I was just popping like.
Wow. I was not 40.
Fox Sports Radio, you weren't? You look good for 80. Fox Sports Radio, it's the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, on a Funky Flashback Friday soundtrack provided by DJ Ali Alex. It is time now for Play of the Day. I need a title, bro. That's fine, but I need...
It's Disco 92.
Yeah.
Bounce feeds inside to Siakam. In traffic, lost the ball, knocked away by Dort. Wiggins scoops it up. Big turnover. Dort forced it. Shea down the lane by Peter to the rim, lays it up, and lays it in with the left hand. Thunder lead the game by 4. Timeout, Indiana.
Thunder Radio there. Was it 55? 55 points from SGA? Yeah, he's got 40 free throws through a couple of games. That was your Tyrack play of the day.
Which is ridiculous.
It's the most ever, by the way, first
kidding?
2 games.
That's ridiculous.
First, Tyrack brought to you by Tyrack Play of the Day. Is for over 40 years, Tyrack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive, ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. Tyrack.com. It is the way tire buying should be. Now it is time for Shekel City.
Welcome to Shekel City, the home base for Rob Parker's daily picks against the spread.
Did I do that?
Did I do
Did
that?
I do
This is
that?
the biggest choir I've ever seen in
Did
my
I
life.
do
They
that?
have about 700 people on the baseball
Did I
field
do
right
that? Wow.
Did I do that?
All right, well, I'm doing
now.
that.
What you do?
Last night,
1 and 2.
2 and 1.
2 and 1. There you go.
Very, very happy with that. I am now Where am I now? All right, 2-1. I'm now 49-46. 3 games
There you
over
go.
500.
Did he make money, Rob G? In
No,
Vegas?
I'm not
yet.
I'm at 500. I need to do better than that.
All right.
There's a lot of people. Look at that.
Dude, that's the biggest choir I've ever seen.
In Toronto. And then, Dave Roberts will be mad because a pebble will hit off because the field was messed up because they had so many people on the field. All right, I got Toronto Blue Jays plus 1.5. What a shocker, right?
Yeah, wow.
Plus
Whoa.
1.5.
Man.
I got the Cleveland Cavaliers minus 11.5 taking on the Nets in Brooklyn.
Jeez, man.
11.5.
Dr. J is not walking through that door.
And I got the Rockets minus 6.5 against the Pistons.
Wow.
Pistons lost the opener.
Yeah,
They're on the road.
They had a good, they
against the
played good,
Rockets.
but they can do something.
Well, Cade had a bad shooting night
Yeah,
to the
he did.
start. But they came back. They actually tied the
They
game.
did. They had a good. They got the nice spreading out of the points and everything. I like
All
that.
right, so again, Rockets minus 6.5, Cavaliers minus 11.5, and I'm taking the
Come on,
Blue
Nets.
Jays to win Game 1 in Toronto, World Series against those Dodgers.
Well,
Now
whoever they
remember,
say, go ahead, tell them. Finish.
I'm not telling you who to bet on.
Well, don't do that right now.
I ain't paying for that.
Don't do that
Terry
right now.
Rozier's telling you. I mean,
Shoot, Damon Jones.
there you go.
Stop it. All right, that was Shekel City. Speaking of, now that we talked about, so Game 1 for you goes to the Blue Jays. What about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7?
I actually, I'm going to be honest. I want to say the Blue Jays in 5.
Mm-hmm.
I do. But I'll say 6. I want to say 5.
And why do you want to say 5?
Because I think they're averaging 6.5 runs a game.
Okay.
I think that the Dodgers pitching is good. Not as dominant as we saw.
Blake Snell has like a
wait,
0.8 ERA. You're talking about it's good.
He could get roughed up tonight. I'm just saying. The Blue Jays swing the bats. 6.5 runs
I'll tell you
in
some
baseball.
bats about to be swung. I'm about to swing a bat at you.
6.5 runs in baseball is a lot in the postseason.
No, look, why
that's a lot of runs, and the Dodgers haven't been scoring.
they have. So I'll see your 6, but I'll raise you a Dodgers. Dodgers in 6. They ain't lying about this field. I hope it ain't no ladies out there with no high heels on right now.
No. Trust me.
Look, they said, "Oh, y'all getting these same white shoes." No, give me Dodgers in 6. Listen, I think it'd be compelling, and hence the 6. And I think the Blue Jays absolutely have bats. They're swinging great right now. But
that's all I'm saying.
They ain't went up against this buzzsaw of 4 starters like that. And the Dodgers make enough timely hits. That's why I have them in 6.
They don't score as many runs.
They don't need to when I got guys pitching incredibly. What you got, Rob G?
No, the YouTubians, the Instagramians,
Yeah,
and
what they
all them,
saying?
they're all weighing in right now. Here's what they're saying about Rob Parker's pick.
But you can flip this, or you can leave that alone and flop
Because
this.
Rob has been on multiple outlets already. He said Blue Jays in 5, but then when it's time for my show, I'm going to go ahead and change it to Blue Jays in 6.
Hey, I heard you say Blue Jays in 5.
All it took was
Bob Barker rolling
24
around his grave
hours
right
of
now.
you thinking, that you'd be like, you know what, I'm going to change my pick.
I don't want to look too bad.
I don't sit on the odd
I
couple. I'm just going to change my pick
No,
completely.
I said I wanted to say 5, and you know what?
What?
I'm going to stay consistent. I'm going to have 2 bran muffins and say the Blue Jays in 5. I'll be consistent.
No, because now you done flipped again.
No, I didn't.
You flip more than the pancakes they flip for Rod G that you eat.
How did I get roped into this?
I said
flip, you may flop, or you may flip-flop.
I'm not a flip-flopper. That's the one thing I'm not.
I'll give you
You
that.
just did it
Even though
twice.
you just did it
No,
twice.
I'm going back to Blue Jays in 5.
So you wait. So you're going with 5 now?
Yes, I
I'm
said.
trying to see if I can flip them to go back
No,
to
no.
6.
And you know what? I'm going to sing "Oh Canada" when they win Game 1. We'll get it going.
No, Drake will beat you to it.
Who's
He might
singing
be
it?
back up.
Well, is Drake even there? He's
Nah,
not there.
I'm sure. He
He's
already
a
posted a
basketball
thing
guy.
about
Hey,
it.
Jason Smith knows ball. He said the Dodgers are going to put up cricket numbers in the first 2 innings.
Really?
That's what he said.
Okay.
And he talks baseball more than anybody in this network, Rob.
No, he does not.
Don't do that.
Are you kidding me?
Don't do that.
to me.
Shoot, Rob, y'all
I'm
even got
the
me acting like
baseball
I'm
king.
Bob Costas out here in these streets.
We are Fox Sports.
wake up. It's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham! We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all, so I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank you.
Love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Joe. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable. He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape.
With the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win. Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special.
Yes.
Who wants some?
Bigger,
Bolder.
better.
We are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy. Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Hour number 2 on a funky flashback Friday. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington here at Fox Sports Radio. Be sure to check out the brand new YouTube channel that we have. That's right. You can watch us live on YouTube right now. That's right. We simulcast on the radio and on YouTube. Just search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. My best friend Fred down in D.C. Like, yo, what do you mean? You're on YouTube every night? I said, absolutely. Check us out.
What's up, Fred?
That's right, Fred. Hey, Fred.
Hey, Fred.
Hey.
Again, that's Odd Couple FSR. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and don't stop there. Hit the thumbs up icon and comment away. Let us know which one of us is more odd. Check us out on YouTube. Watch us live
Rob
right
Parker.
now. That was that Freudian slip? That was just hit the
No,
button by
he just
mistake?
accidentally his elbow.
Elbow, you got that.
Little Costanza thing.
Exactly. Just search Odd Couple FSR and subscribe. Don't forget, we'll be down with the King in about 28 minutes. That's right.
It's going to be good to hear what y'all
King,
argue about today.
Former NFL quarterback, Fox Sports Radio, NFL analyst. I don't be arguing with him. I'll be trying to set him straight.
Man, we'll ask him, hey, man, who's the best quarterback right now? As soon as he says it, are you telling me? And you go off on him. Don't be asking that man his best for his best, and then you want to go off on him.
I'm going to go off if he don't give me the right answer.
He's going to say Matthew Stafford again today.
You know?
And you're going to lose it.
We just got a great little
tweet
on tweet.
Let me see what we got.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
Pull it up.
And I'll read.
Anomaly, is that his name? Did you see this?
Anomaly, this is great radio. I get you guys. Wonderful cast and crew, humor and insightful discussion. You made me think and smile. That's entertainment. Dang it, Anomaly. You're not an anomaly, man. Hopefully not.
That's our goal. Isn't that,
Appreciate you,
Isn't this
Anomaly.
our goal of the show every day for real?
Absolutely.
I'm not even kidding you. This is what we strive to do every day.
I didn't realize Anomaly hit us yesterday. He was crying. It feels so good to laugh his butt off when you were doing your a particular impression.
Who was that?
I'm just saying when you were doing that. That's all. Don't do it again. Stop. I'm gonna break it down for you. All right, come on. Stop doing that. I just want you to know though, I was in tears. That was because you don't do Mr. Impression like that. That was good.
That
was good.
That's not in my bag.
I'm not mad at that.
And the Lord said,
That's right. Amen. All right.
Sound like my childhood.
Here we go. Rob G. You know, the Pittsburgh Steelers are off to a good start. 4-2.
Mm-hmm.
And it is kumbaya in Pittsburgh. I mean, so much so
Lord.
they love I think that they would just eat Heinz ketchup all day. I mean, that's how excited they are to have Aaron Rodgers finally as their quarterback. And the kind words are just flowing and all the other stuff that's going on. A lot of people who didn't want him there, like they've all flipped. You know,
Aaron Rodgers.
You hear all kinds of stuff. Those guys have flipped now, Alex, which is crazy. But, Rob G., what are you hearing?
Well, yeah, despite Aaron Rodgers saying himself back in June that he's pretty sure this is the last season, that's why I did a one-year deal, despite them losing to the Cincinnati Bengals on primetime television.
Yeah, but he played well.
He threw 2 picks. In their most recent game.
4 touchdowns.
Just saying, I got to keep it a hundo. Even with all that said, ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, friend of the show, reported earlier this week on his weekly Buzz column that folks in Pittsburgh are hopeful that Aaron Rodgers decides to forego retirement and run it back one more time in 2020. Guys, we're only through week 7. They've only played 6 games,
right,
and they're already talking about re-upping the contract.
I'm not surprised, only from this standpoint, and we talked about it before, the reason that they waited for him, the whole idea is that this franchise was waiting for a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And as you just saw, who was it who just was that Mark Spears on ESPN who just came out and said Justin Fields is not a starting quarterback in the NFL? Like a lot of these I'm sorry. I said Marcus Spears.
Swagoo.
You know what I mean? Like people are like, okay, and the point is that even the Steelers who originally wanted him back. You know what I mean? To come back and sign or whatever. But the point is the Steelers felt like they just needed a quarterback. He didn't have to be Aaron Rodgers from 2010, even though he's putting up some decent numbers. But they need a quarterback. And I think that they've seen that. They've seen what he brings to the locker room, the respect level that they have for him. And him and Mike Tomlin, they got a bromance.
They got a bromance for sure.
Like, it's hot and heavy. So there's a lot of good feeling. Even they haven't won every game. He hasn't been perfect, nothing like that. Nobody's looking for that. But I think he gives them an element that they feel like if we could get our defense together, we could win this division. The Ravens are down. You know what I mean? Like, there's an opening there for sure. And I just think that there's good feelings because he came in with the right attitude. The Jets didn't want him. Plain and simple. He went there. Jets didn't want him. And he came there. Terry Bradshaw, one of their most celebrated guys, came and trashed Aaron Rodgers. Up and down. He didn't take the bait. Said, I respect him. I hope he gets to know me. Blah, blah,
I thought
blah.
that was a smart move.
It really,
you
right?
can't win.
You can't
There's no win in that.
Right.
Even if you're right or if you had a witty comeback.
You could have easily went
no
off
win
on
in
Terry. It's old coot, you know what I mean? And blah, blah, blah. Whatever it would have been. He didn't do that.
That
He
was
just said-
wise.
And I just think it's the good feeling of having a quarterback who they really feel is a quarterback. And, I mean, can do a lot of different things. He's not the best quarterback in the league. But I think for the first time in a while, they feel like they have a real quarterback. I think that's what the feeling is, and they can feel that.
You ever had an old car that still rode pretty well, still looked pretty good, and you just enjoyed it, and you always like, I just love this car. And you know it's dangerous, and you hope it's working and it's working out, but eventually you know you need a new car? That's the Steelers right now. Aaron Rodgers is playing exactly how I thought he would. I said he's going to remind me of a hair better Russell Wilson for the Steelers. Russ came out, was on fire, looked pretty good. They're happy. Russ looked bad. They started to lose, end up losing 5 or 6 in a row. And I think ultimately that's what this is going to be. I don't think he'll be as bad as Russell Wilson because he's a better quarterback in the, at the Pantheons. But I think there's going to be a downside. Now, the thing that they're fortunate with, and you can't help it, sometimes fortune favors, the bold. Lamar Jackson's out. Joe Burrow's out.
You can't worry about that.
No, right. I'm saying, but that's fortunate.
You just
and
gotta
Joe
play.
Burrow and the Cleveland Browns don't know what they're doing. So that you have to take full advantage of that. I'm saying they absolutely better take advantage of that. But my biggest thing goes back to what we talked about all on the offseason, all the thing. My thing is, if I bring him back at then what would he be, 42 next year? 42? So he'll be 42 years old. Achilles a couple of years ago was torn. Would have had a solid season, assuming this one, that you would want him back. My thing is, you don't have anybody in the pocket. I would love to have Aaron Rodgers for 2 years if I'm Pittsburgh because I'm grooming my Jackson Dart. I have my Shador Sanders.
Nobody cares about that. You keep talking about.
Because what's the point, Rob? No, hear me. I really want you to hear me out. If he goes 9-7 like I predict, then let's say it's 10-7. I mean 9-8, 10-7, 9-8.
You said 9.
9-8.
You got a bet on it.
Let's say it's 9-8. Let's say it's 10-7, whatever. And they get in the wild card or something and they lose.
How about they win a division? They're poised to win a division right now.
Okay. So they get division. But let's say they win. My point is they lose in their first game of the playoffs. It looks the exact same as Russell Wilson did, and you don't have someone to replace him. And my point is, who's their guy? And that's all I've been saying. It's not that Aaron Rodgers is terrible. No, he's Aaron Rodgers. He played solid last year with the Jets. My whole thing was, you're in a division when they're healthy. You got Joe Burrow.
Who's
you got
the
Lamar
Raiders
Jackson.
guy? Who's the Raiders guy?
That's the point. Find their guy.
I'm asking you.
Find their guy.
No, they brought in Geno Smith.
And you and I both said that wasn't the move.
Okay, and I can list you 10 other teams. Who's Cleveland's guy?
Cleveland, they might be
I'm
Dylan
asking
Gabriel.
You said it might.
I'm saying that's why I never wanted them to play Joe Flacco. Find your guy. If it's Dylan Gabriel and he's terrible, then find it if it's Shador.
My biggest argument with you is that's just not the way sports is set up today.
But that absolutely is.
No, it's not.
Jackson Dart was the Giants guy. We knew that in the offseason. We all knew that. Did we not all know that? And then they bring in Russell Wilson and James Winston, all these guys. We go, okay. And they start Russell Wilson for a few games.
They're still not winning.
They roll in.
They're still not winning.
Jackson Dart is their their guy.
No, but they're not winning.
They've won a couple.
But the coach,
they've won a couple.
The coach and GM might not be there if they lose the last 6 or 7 games.
Will
you
Jackson
say that?
Darby there next year?
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
I'm saying they found their guy.
It's about winning now.
No, it's not.
It is. Yes, it is.
It's about winning
it's about
for
winning
a
now.
prolonged amount of time.
No, it's not. It's about winning every season.
What have the seasons?
Giving yourself the best chance to win.
What have the Steelers done
right now?
What have the Steelers done for 15 years?
No, giving yourself the best chance to win.
They're 9 and 8.
They haven't won a playoff game, and that's what they're trying to do. You don't know that. You're just guessing.
And they're not going. That's literally what we do.
My point
they're
is,
not going to.
No. Mine has insight. I'm not
guessing
it's not. On stuff. I have insight.
You're saying it's insight. This is the same guy that, again, put up the same similar numbers and was 5-12 last year. And this team had similar numbers. Hold on. They had similar numbers with Russell Wilson, and they looked the exact same as they had the last 7-8 years.
So here's the problem with your statistics or your numbers. He's on pace to throw 40 touchdowns if you take his numbers that he has now.
I'll take that bet that he ain't hitting no 40 touchdowns. Would you like to make a bet he ain't getting 40 touchdowns?
But he had 28
and
last year.
And that's about where he'll be.
He already has 10. Through the first 6 games, he got 10 already.
Would you like to make the bet he ain't getting 40?
I'm going to tell you he's going to have more than 28. You said he's going to have the same numbers.
Right. If he gets to 30, to 30, that's 2 more.
But you said the same numbers.
No.
Let's bet 28.
If he gets to 30, it's the same thing, Rob.
You said the same numbers.
No. What you just said.
He's got 10.
You just said.
I said
what you said was he's projected to get to 40.
Yeah, because
that's
he has
what
10
you
already
said.
through the
That's
first
what
6.
you said.
That's what
so put the bet on what you said. He's projected to get 40.
He's got 14 already.
Put the bet at 40.
No, I'm saying you said he's going to have 20. No, you said he's going to have the same
look about the same. I'm saying
How?
it might be.
How could it look the same? He's got 14.
And it might end up with 28 or 30. You
said he's going to end up with 28. Let's bet that.
I'm not betting 28 because if it's 29, my point is it's going to be around the same is what I'm saying, Rob. I'm saying it's going to be much closer to last year than it is 40.
It's going to be 28 or 30. What do you got?
It's going to be much closer to last year than 40.
That's not the point.
That is the point.
I can settle this real quick.
Yes.
Okay, Aaron Rodgers on pace for 40 touchdowns. Last year he had 28. He's also on pace for 17 interceptions. Last year he had 11.
Right.
So is that better? Is that better or worse than last
I'm
year?
just talking about the
I'm
touchdown
asking you,
number.
Rob. Is that better or worse?
What are you yelling at me for?
Because you're yelling at me.
He's going to look just like Russell Wilson. They're going to be 9 and 8, 10 and 7.
They're not going to be 9 and 8.
They're going to be 10 and 9 and 8.
Stop it.
They haven't even played well. Like they're not that great of a team.
Okay,
they're a solid team. I'm not even mad at them.
Dude, come on, man.
And
you know what?
And then
you can do whatever you want because you've been wrong on so many things. That dude.
And the whole point is, when will they have a quarterback, Rob?
The same guy that you thought they had a quarterback.
No,
went to
that's not what I said.
No, listen to me.
If you're gonna say what I said.
Listen to me.
I said find out what you have. That's what I said.
No, you said. Oh,
I verbatim said. Keep playing Justin Fields to find out what you have.
Oh, all the players, they rallied around Justin Fields.
That's what I said.
They need the quarterback of the future. I don't understand why they're not playing him. That guy's now out of a job in New York. They can't even win a damn game with him out there.
Where's Russell Wilson?
And I tried to tell you.
Where's Russell Wilson right now?
I tried to tell you.
Where's Russell Wilson? No, that's what you told me.
No, I tried to tell you.
Where's Russell Wilson?
I know.
Where's Russell Wilson?
I told you
Where's
last
Russell
year.
Wilson?
We can go get the tape. I said as soon as Russell Wilson is healthy,
he's going to start.
Justin Fields is going to start. And you said no, they won't.
And I
stood. Why would they
and
take
I
him off?
still
They're
did.
4-2.
And my whole point was, why would I move on the guy that was 4-2?
Because he's
and
no
I stand
good.
by that.
Because he's no good. Are you
and Russell
convinced
Wilson
yet?
and Russell
I'm
Wilson
asking
look
you
back.
about Justin Fields.
He looks, and that's my point.
No, I'm asking you.
He looks horrible.
Okay,
that's
good.
my point.
Thank
Is find out what you have.
We already
that's
knew
my
it.
whole point.
He's been on 3 teams in 3 years. Find out. They knew.
And Aaron Rodgers has been on 3 and 4. Aaron Rodgers has been on 3 teams in 4 years.
No, he hasn't.
Packers, Jets, Steelers.
He was hurt 1 year. That doesn't even count.
That's why I said 4. Otherwise, I would have said 3. I gave you the hurt year.
877-99 on Fox. 877-996-6369. Should the Steelers want Aaron Rodgers back in 2026? We'll continue the conversation next with you. It is the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington,
Six
right here on
exclamation
Fox
points.
Sports Radio. And you know what? The World Series is about to start. Let's do it.
Home run. Watch.
Oh, Canada. Land.
But I do want to go back to the timing, Rob. Like this is no coincidence. The big, your way to the NBA kicks off. It's day and a half in, 2 days, whatever it's been, and then boom, this story drops. Investigation happens. Arrests happen. Not investigation, but the arrests happen. And I'm wondering, what did it mean? Why is this to shut down any other operation, saying we're going to be so loud, we're not going to do it in July and August when nobody's watching? Is this to show Kash Patel, the leader of the FBI, that we're about business to any league that isn't doing business with us and isn't doing things how we want it to be? Because this administration has not been playing games, and they've been very much about doing things their way and making a point about it. So what
else have they done with the other leagues? Give me another example.
Well, but for instance, we just talked about it yesterday. They were very adamant and been very vocal about the halftime show.
Yeah, but it didn't happen.
Right. But I'm not talking. They can't control it. I'm saying they can be very vocal about it. And I'm trying to come to why they didn't do this a month ago.
Maybe the investigation wasn't complete then.
Oh, absolutely. This is 1,000% intentional. This is absolutely to be loud.
But what if you're trying to, right? Okay, you're in charge of the FBI. You want to make a point. It does make it to break it during the season, not in the off season, so it could go away, to let people put people on notice.
Specifically not during the season, in the middle of this is. Everybody's excited. Second night, Wemby's going crazy.
I don't have an issue on when it broke. Did it happen? If they have enough to indict people and feel comfortable to arrest people, I'm mad at what day that they come and get me.
No, didn't I say you had to be mad? Nobody asked you to be mad.
What would be the purpose? I think they did the right thing. They got the big bang for their buck. They had a big press conference. They had all the lines. They were all ready. Rozier was benched, and not because of an injury, but because of integrity. I mean, they were ready. They had everything going. They had all the attention that they wanted, and this is what you do. You have a new FBI director, right? He wants to make a splash. He wants to let people know we're out here doing stuff. I don't have one issue with grandstanding. If they have the evidence, now maybe they have mud in their face 6 months from now.
And that's what I want to see. And that's what I want to see. Because I want to see, there's a lot of grandstanding in this that normally doesn't happen. There's other allegations that have happened in investigations where we didn't have the FBI leader making it a point to come out so 10 a.m. and so boisterous, as you mentioned. So they're grandstanding for sure. And if you're the NBA, what's going to be interesting with this is how they partner with them, considering the NBA did their own investigation and was trying to roll on and do business as usual. Terry Rozier, and I remember bringing this up on the air. I was like, man, Terry Rozier is cleared the same day the Malik Beasley story dropped. And it's almost as if, let's hurry up and get done with one so we can hurry up and get this one. Okay, hurry up and get done with this and move on and act like nothing's happened.
I just don't know what you want the FBI to do. I really like, when do you want it? When did you want them to break?
It's not a want. It's an acknowledgement of how interesting it is that they chose this date, meaning they didn't do it a week before the NBA. They didn't do it, several weeks, months in, whatever. They waited until
They could have did it opening night. How about they could have done that, and they could have gone to the game and arrested Chauncey at the game. They could have done that too.
They could have.
They could have gone to the game and arrested him right at the game, or Rozier at the game if they wanted to. So they didn't do that.
They absolutely could have. But
you don't think that's a bigger splash to go put handcuffs on Chauncey at the game, on the sidelines? Come in, FBI, jackets, the whole 9 yards.
That would be the wildest thing ever.
Okay?
That would be the wildest thing. If he was in the middle of calling a timeout and then they mess around and put him in cuffs, that would have been the wildest thing ever.
Dude, are you kidding? If you want him, that's a splash to me.
No, I'm still saying, what's the ultimate? I'm wondering, is this a loud thing about an indictment on organized crime? Is this an indictment on the NBA and the gambling that they perceive the NBA issue to have? Because I'm wondering now, is this a pursuit going to be in the NFL? Is this going to be a pursuit in MLB? Because we just talked about, what's his name, Class A? Is it Class A? Yeah, Class A, the pitcher in MLB who just got kicked out the league because of some gambling thing.
He's on
the ban list,
commissioner's list. Right. And
so I'm wondering.
It hasn't been determined, but The investigation is a long one, so it doesn't look good that it's taking this long to either taking them off or, you know what I mean, or hand them down some sort of penalty, which they haven't done either.
Sports Radio, Odd Couple, Rob, Parker, Kelvin Washington on a Funky Flashback Friday. Nothing right now. Bottom of the first World Series Game 1 kicking off. We'll keep you updated on all the action.
The Dodgers went down 1-2-3, and Ohtani struck out his first at bat.
He did. That's why they play 9. You know that, right? We'll keep you updated. Steve DeSager will do that in about 6 minutes or so. Also, Shaun King in about 6 minutes. Former NFL quarterback, Fox Sports Radio NFL analyst. We'll talk to him as well. Get a new job? You can be so much easier with Express Employment Professionals. With Express, you'll have a local connection to the job market. Get started at expresspros.com to find a location near you. That's expresspros.com. All right, 877-99 on Fox. Steelers essentially saying they would love to have Aaron Rodgers again next season. I said, nah. Rob says yes. What say you? 877-99 on Fox. Who we got?
Eric in Austin, Texas. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Eric?
What up, Rob? What up, Kelvin? How you guys doing, man?
What up, E?
Okay, so here's the thing. I think y'all are both right. It really depends on the team. If you're a team like the Jets, the Giants, the Raiders, if you're not playing for anything competitively this year, yeah, you're trying to find your guy and develop him and whatnot. But if you're the Steelers and you have Aaron Rodgers, yeah, you're going to re-sign him for like another year, maybe 2. But, Kelvin, you're right. Like, in the end, they still need to find their next guy. Which is why I think in the offseason, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to make a deal for Anthony Richardson out of Indy, because they got to find their next guy regardless.
Ooh.
But if you have an Aaron Rodgers who can hold down the fort, who can make y'all competitive and, you know, lead y'all to the division title and possibly AFC Championship game, yeah, you want to keep him around. But if you're a team like the Giants, you're not playing for nothing. You're going to start Jackson Dart anyway. Russell Wilson is playing so bad.
Yeah, my point is, you're trying. If you have a team that you feel that can compete, you're playing for this year. You worry about next
Rob,
year.
You're not wrong.
Okay,
it just depends on the team, though. Like the Giants.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's not.
But here's where I'll
just don't
get what you're saying, Rob. But here's where I'll challenge. Like if they went out and got Sam Darnold, meaning not a rookie, not a lower guy who's gonna have to learning curve, a guy who's been in the league now as a veteran and looks like he's on the uptick, then I get that. You might have your guy for, let's say the 49ers just didn't want Brock Purdy or whatever, they couldn't match dollars, and the Steelers brought in Brock Purdy. Okay, you got your guy. That's all I'm saying. It's not that Aaron Rodgers, just when will you have your guy for the next 5-6 years that you can start rolling out.
It's just
that's where we disagree.
Years we disagree. I believe it's a year-to-year basis. That's why.
What are you talking about?
That's why a coach can. What do you mean?
Who are the teams that win?
No, it's not.
What do you mean? No, they've got their guy.
But that has
Jalen Hurts is the Eagles guy.
That's not what I'm.
Patrick Mahomes is the Chargers. The Chiefs guy.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about.
What are you saying?
Every year, if you can win and be a good coach. Like Mike McCarthy won 12 games, okay? 3 years in a row. He's no longer the coach because it's about year to year. How did we do? Did we win? What went wrong? What went right? It ain't no long-term plan. He has the guy. He has Dak Prescott.
Wait, why are you bringing up a coach?
No, because I'm trying to say
I'm talking about
an
organization.
No, but I'm
Jerry
trying to
Jones
say.
is trying to win a Super Bowl. He loves Dak. Dak's his guy. You're talking about a coach. I don't talking about a coach.
But I'm asking you, if you got your guy, you're good to go. They won 12 games 3 years in a row, and he was out. You know why?
I can't speak for Mike McCarthy.
No,
I'm saying the Dallas Cowboys have their guy. Dak Prescott, period. The Chiefs have their guy, period.
But the
Bills have their guy.
All right, then why is Mike McCarthy not there?
Because his owner is Jerry Jones.
No, because they lost. And when you lose, regardless of your guy, you make changes.
Right.
So it's a year-to-year thing, and
but
that's
the
my
guy
point.
isn't gone.
No,
you're
that's
not
my
making any
point.
sense.
I am
You're
making
not
sense.
making any sense.
You don't make
all.
any sense.
The quarterback is still there.
If having the quarterback makes you have your guy, you should be the coach, and you should still be there. It doesn't matter. It's about year to year.
The question is about Aaron Rodgers. Why are you bringing up coaches?
Because it ain't just
verbatim.
It's about year to year.
Should the Steelers want Aaron Rodgers back?
It's about year to year.
Why are you bringing up Mike McCarthy?
Because you don't know what you're talking about.
Because you literally ignored the question.
Dion in Texas.
Mike McCarthy at home, mind his business.
It's like talking to you, man.
No, you're not making any sense.
You don't make any sense.
Aaron Rodgers is the conflict, and you proved my point.
No, I didn't.
Dak Prescott is still there.
Don't talk.
They got their guy.
Don't double talk me, man, because you're not even making sense.
You guys
don't double talk.
Hilarious, man. You
Literally, we're talking about quarterbacks.
Don't double talk me. He sounds crazy. If it's all about having your guy, how the hell is Mike McCarthy with 12
His
wins
owner's
3
Jerry
years
Jones.
in a row?
Where's Dak Prescott?
No, because they had a bad
MVP
year.
level right now.
Because they had a bad year, and it's year to year. Dion, go ahead, my man.
Hey, guys. Real quick, I do want to weigh in. Rob, I just want you to tell me, if you look at Pittsburgh's schedule, where is Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers? Where would they win 4 games? They might not. I'm telling you, this division is not over. If Lamar comes back healthy, I want to see this thing finish out. Cincinnati or Lamar, they could challenge the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't see them winning another 5 games. I know you say 10 wins. I just don't see it. But I do see your point, Rob. It's this year they want to get Mike Tomlin to win, get out the first round. They want to win that first round game. Again, I'm still not sure that's going to happen. And I get Kelvin's point. You need to find your guy. So yeah.
All right. So they found Dak Prescott. They got their guy, but that didn't save Mike McCarthy. You know why, Dion? Because they didn't win. And because it's about winning year to year. It's about winning. It's not about anything else. That's my point. It's about winning. Every year it's about winning. That's why. All right. Who did they just fire? Who was the coach in Tennessee or whatever they just got rid of? They got their quarterback. And guess what? They ran him out of town.
You done? I got Shaun King on the way right now. Steve DeSager. Get him set on what's trending.
Hello, gentlemen. Game 1 of the World Series is underway on Fox TV. Scoreless in the bottom of the first inning. The starter for the Blue Jays is rookie Trey Savage, his 4th postseason start after just 3 starts in the regular season at the major league level. Of course, the Dodgers have never seen him. They were retired 1-2-3, top of the first. The red-hot lefty for L.A., Blake Snell, got the first couple batters in the bottom of the first, but then allowed a walk to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on a 3-2 pitch, and then on 3-0 allowed a single to right that made it through the infield from Bo Bichette. He's back in the lineup. He's been out since early September after a sprained knee. He's playing second base and starting tonight, not at shortstop. Second base for the first time since he was in the minor leagues. Bo Bichette was one of the rare major leaguers this year to bat 300. It was 311 with 94 RBIs. Dodger reliever Alex Vesia out due to a family matter. Lefty Tanner Scott was not added to the roster. LA has Clayton Kershaw, Will Klein, Ryan, Edgardo Enriquez, and others in the bullpen for this series. To the NBA, busy Friday night as usual, and at Toronto, early fourth quarter, it's the Raptors 89-86 over the Milwaukee Bucks. Brandon Ingram, 26 points for the Raptors. Halftime at Orlando, Magic 61-51 leaders against the Hawks. And in the second quarter at New York, Knicks 44-36 over the Boston Celtics. In the NHL at Buffalo, Sabres now lead the Toronto Maple Leafs 4-2 in the second period. As for the football news, 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy is out again this weekend with a toe injury. Mac Jones will start. Panthers quarterback Bryce Young doubtful with a high ankle sprain. He missed practice all week. Andy Dalton due to start. Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson practiced fully. He's listed as questionable with the bad hamstring. He's been out for a month. Falcons quarterback Michael Penix could play this weekend. He's questionable with a bone bruise in his knee. He's been limited in practice. Eagles wide receiver A.J. Brown out with a bad hamstring. And wide receiver of the Texans, Nico Collins, out with a concussion. In fact, his teammate, Houston wide receiver Christian Kirk, out this weekend with a hamstring injury. MLB on Fox, the World Series. All games start just after 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Scoreless in Toronto. Bottom of the first. Back to you.
Steve, thank you so much. Appreciate it. It's the Odd Couple, Rob and Kelvin on a Funky Flashback Friday. We are joined now by our guy, Shaun King. We're down with the King, former NFL quarterback, Fox Sports Radio, NFL analyst. Twitter, you can hit him up at Real Shaun King. What up, Shaun?
What's up, fellas? I just got off the phone with the FBI. I asked them, could they please go arrest Carson Wentz for impersonating an NFL quarterback last night.
What'd they say?
They left me on hold.
All right. That sounds about right.
You're in Vegas, though, right? You're all right there, Vegas, everything going on. What'd you make, Shaun, real quick, of how much gambling is going on with players, you think, in pro sports now with everything that's out there? Just curious.
I don't know what I would constitute gambling. I don't think there's a lot of guys throwing games, but if you're asking me, are there a lot of conversations that guys have with people around them about things that could give you an edge when it comes to gambling? Yes, 100%. That's human nature.
Is it intentional or is it just casual? Like, yo, my leg hurt, I'm hurt tonight. Or is it like, yo, my leg hurt tonight, you might want to?
Probably a little bit of both. But people being involved, if what they're saying on the other investigation, like fixing poker games and that kind of stuff, I would think that's pretty rare.
Yeah. The poker game is something else compared to the other stuff.
Yeah, that's agreed. It's kind of two separate things. Hey,
one thing, the thing I don't understand, if you're going to give your homeboy the what's up on a player prop, why not give him the over? Like, my rebounds tonight are 3.5. I'm going to bust my butt every time I'm in the game to grab rebounds. Like, take the over. Like, why would you give, like,
No.
all of these are unders, and they're so obvious.
Unders are easier. Because I can control that. I can't for sure tell you I'm going to get
He's saying don't do it so it's not obvious, is what he's saying.
No, but I can't guarantee you I'm going to get 9 rebounds is what I'm saying.
You better go Charles Barkley
All
style.
right. What did you make of the Chargers last night? What did you take away from that game?
Nothing. I think they're playing a very limited opponent. And, I mean, I thought Justin Herbert continued his development. I think this is by far his best season up to this point. He looks like the package finally after just being potential. But, I mean, Minnesota was so inept at the quarterback position. I mean, what could you take away? I mean, Carson was scared, afraid, sporadic, inaccurate. Like, a good win for them, but, I mean, with the way the quarterback played for Minnesota, I mean, who couldn't have beat the Vikings last night? I know one thing. I want to see J.J. McCarthy. I don't want to see any more Carson Wentz if I'm a Viking fan.
Well, just stay there for a minute. With J.J., whenever he comes in, could be, they say, the next 9-10 days or something like that. What are they throwing in the season? Not that they're going to throw it in, but I mean, we're saying this is just going to be a developmental year, or do you feel like they still believe they can win with J.J.?
I think they believe they can win. But I also think you got to be fair in how you evaluate him. We're still talking about a young player that's had, 2 starts in his career. So, again, with these young quarterbacks, patience, is generally what none of them get. So hopefully the Vikings will demonstrate patience with J.J. because I actually coached the kid at IMG. I was his coordinator and quarterback coach. He's a really, really good player. And if given time, he'll be good. But, patience in the NFL don't really go hand in hand in 2025 at quarterback.
Lamar Jackson could play. He's questionable. Would you, if he's ready to go, play him, or do you maybe sit him out another week, and or are you running out of games? You know what I mean? As far as trying to get back into it.
As unlikely as it probably is, the Ravens can still go 12-5. So I mean, if you're Lamar, you gotta. Like, if you're capable of playing, even if it's at 80, 85%, I feel like you got to go out because he's a better option at 80, 85% than anybody else they have on the roster. They've already given up on, Cooper Rush, who they benched in the last game. So I think I saw they just elevated Ty Huntley. Like, the season's not over. That's the thing about the NFL. Like, I always tell people, my first 3 years in Tampa, we started 3-4 every year. And we made the playoffs in all 3 of those years, and went to the NFC Championship game, and won the Super Bowl, and so it's a long season. To answer your question, if he's 80, 85%, to me, he has to play.
Shaun King, our guest, former NFL quarterback, Fox Sports Radio NFL analyst. Let me ask you this: talk about a long season. If the Packers, the Steelers will be hosting the Packers. Both teams good records right now: 4-1-1 for the Packers, 4-2 for the Steelers. Where do you project the, almost second half for them? Is this who they are? Could they trend up? Could they trend down, either of those teams?
This is my favorite play of the weekend. I love the Steelers +3. I think the Packers are vastly overrated. Jordan Love is extremely inconsistent. As much fanfare that was made about Micah Parsons being added to that defensive line, they haven't been able to get to the opposing quarterback consistently. And guess who's the quarterback for Pittsburgh? He's had this one circled. I think Aaron Rodgers has a big game. I love Pittsburgh +3.
You saw the report. We were just talking about it. Do you like the Steelers saying they would love to have him next year?
Absolutely. I mean, if not him, then who? They're probably going to be too good enough record-wise to get a high draft pick, and it's not like they have the heir apparent on the I take that back. They got the kid from Ohio State. What's his name? Howard. So we'll see. But, of course, you want Rodgers to come back and get year 2 with Arthur Smith, and give your young quarterback another year to develop. Absolutely.
All right, let me ask you this. The Justin Fields, I just can't let this go. I can't let it go. Because everybody swears up and down it's everybody else's fault. And I'm just asking you now, I'm hearing people, was it Marcus Spears said he's not a starting quarterback in the NFL. The owner says on the record in front of everybody, if we could just complete a pass, everything will look good. Where do you go here, seriously, with Justin Fields? Is there a place for him? Is he just a backup? Has his window closed, or is there somebody else who thinks they can get something out of the kid? That's what I really want to know, because it doesn't look like he's going to play with the Jets. It doesn't look like that to me.
I think Justin has the raw talent to develop into a quarterback, but he looked broken in that press conference. He looked like the criticism, the ridicule in Chicago, and then being successful in Pittsburgh and losing his job when Russell Wilson got back healthy. Like, he just looked broken, didn't he? Yeah. He looked like, I got my money. I've had enough. If they play me, cool. If they don't, cool. And I don't know that's not a good thing if you're a young quarterback still trying to prove yourself in this league.
And also, I mean, his comments bother me. I mean, and I get it. He's a man of faith. I'm not knocking that.
Right.
But the whole thing was, at the end of the day, it's just a game, and it doesn't really factor into the real scope of life. I just don't think, you're competing. I get all that, but you're trying to compete and trying to win. People don't really want to hear that at the end of the day, it's just a game and it doesn't really matter in the whole scheme of life. Is that the mindset to have?
I agree with you, which is rare, Rob, but I tell guys this: if it don't mean anything, then get the money back and quit.
Right.
But if you're going to collect the check every Monday, then that check has an obligation attached to it for you to go out and to the best of your ability, try and do your job. And he's not playing at a high level. So, I mean, that was a part of it that I was like, come on, Justin, let's keep it a buck here, dog. You're collecting that money every Monday. They expecting to get, certain level production from the position, and that's not happening. So that's not a religion thing. That's a performance thing.
No doubt. Hey, Shaun, man, we appreciate it as always,
Shaun,
brother.
who you got on the World Series? The Dodgers went down 1-2-3 in the first. The Blue Jays left the bases loaded. Snell threw like 25 pitches in the first inning. Thank you very much. Who do you have and how many games, real quick?
I had my sports wrong. Remember I told you the Stanley Cup was going back to Canada. That didn't happen. It's still in Florida. The World Series is going back to Canada. I got Blue Jays in 6.
All right. There you go.
All right.
Thank you, my man.
All right, bro.
All right, Shaun King there. Great to have him
Finally,
on, as
Shaun
always.
King knows what he's talking about. I mean, we
Both
don't
of y'all
always
about
agree.
to be wrong. We'll see about that. There's somebody who's saying y'all just didn't understand Daniel Jones. We'll tell you exactly who and why they said it. It's The Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
This is why people get caught up on this whole idea of prisoner of the moment. Because the prisoner of the moment made it like Shohei had done something that nobody had ever done. Okay?
Okay.
And it's not true. Okay? First of all, people have hit 3 home runs in a game.
I'm laughing at you fighting for your life right now.
Reggie Jackson hit 3 home runs on 3 pitches, consecutive pitches, by 3 different pitchers in a World Series game.
He
An
did.
incredible feat.
That's how I feel.
Here's the other part. So people, I get it. He's a unicorn. They're making it like, well, nobody. Well, yeah, we know because only him and Babe Ruth have been the only guys who have pitched, right, and hit home runs at this kind of clip. There's only been 2 guys since the 20s. But people keep going, he's the first guy since, yeah, of course he is, because nobody else has ever done it.
That's exactly why it's impressive. Nobody else has done it.
Hear me out.
You literally, you know nobody else has ever done this before,
Babe Ruth,
but it ain't impressive.
No, Babe Ruth was the last guy who had the opportunity.
So 100 years ago.
Okay, but here's the part where they go, they say the 3 home runs, okay. Even though Kike Hernandez had 3 home runs in a game, playoff game. That didn't happen. It's not like that never happened.
Okay.
But then the whole thing is about, and he struck out 10. He struck out 10 batters. He struck out 10. I'm like, okay, that's good.
Okay.
But it wasn't like he had shut down the mighty Milwaukee Brewers. And here's my issue. Blake Snell pitched 8 innings of unbelievable ball against the Milwaukee Brewers. Yamamoto pitched a complete game against the Milwaukee Brewers. They were dead on arrival. Shohei didn't do anything special. Everybody and their uncle, I could have pitched 4 scoreless innings against that team. They couldn't hit. They couldn't score any runs. So people are making it like he pitched a no-hitter and hit 4 home runs on every at-bat. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. What he did pitching-wise was not that impressive against this Milwaukee Brewers team.
You were screaming in a room by yourself
Okay, no,
because
I'm
nobody
not.
else is. You were like in an insane asylum.
No, I'm not.
In a straitjacket. No, I swear.
Rob.
Listen to your. No, hold on, Alex.
I'm
Put
not
the
even with
camera
Rob.
on me. Let me also tell you why it's remarkable. To be down in the dumps and in a slump is what makes it incredible because you could continue down that, just never perform again, and it doesn't even need to. The team's carrying me. The starting pitchers carry me. I can just ride this coast on into the postseason. Nope. He had enough. The man said the buck stops here, and what he did was say, home run, let me go put on my, let me take this off and go pitch real quick, and strike out 10 and hit another home run. And we talking about hockey right now because we were talking about earlier the Maple Leafs. The man hit a hat trick. You ball, he did a turkey. And this is on top of, again, this is a $700 million man. Most people don't live up to the hype of things like that. He comes to this team. He lives up to it last year. He's incredible.
Did
MVP.
he live up to it in the
Gonna be an
postseason?
MVP season. And that's what makes this remarkable.
Did he live up
finally
to it
put
in
the
the
snide to
postseason?
it. And then you can sit up here and tell me, well, only 2 people have done it, him and Babe Ruth. Well, then, arguably the greatest player ever. You're telling me only other person who does something was the greatest player ever.
No, but his career, his career isn't long enough for you to consider him the greatest player of all time. And that's what people were saying.
You are trying to also poo-poo the performance. Don't be a prisoner of the moment. We've seen this before. No, we have not.
Yes,
and
we
Tony
have.
Coinheiser, who is even your senior, was at that game with Reggie Jackson. He said, I was at that game when he hit 3 home runs. And you know what? This was even better. He said, because I could go to Reggie Jackson and say, Reggie, you know what you didn't do? And Reggie would say, pitch. It's the outcome of Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a Funky Flashback Friday.
Oh, God.
The Dodgers got a run in.
Stop it,
and their
J-Dog.
bases loaded right now. Top of the second, 1 out. And Shohei Ohtani on deck. You got Pages up to bat. We'll keep you updated on that. For over 40 years, Tire Rack been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive, ship fast and free. Backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com. It is the way tire buying should be. Rob G, somebody had something complimentary to say about Daniel Jones. Only thing is, and I think Rob, if I'm just may guess, may feel me on this, what did you expect us to think? We'll tell you what we're talking about in just a second.
That is right. On Thursday, Colts receiver Michael Pittman Jr. made the rounds. He spoke to Sirius XM NFL radio to discuss, the Colts are the feel-good story of the season so far. They've been really, really good. Daniel Jones has had a breakout first, third of the season. And when asked about him, Pittman said, quote, when he came in, talking about Jones, there was a bunch of negative media. I always thought of Daniel as a good quarterback. He just wasn't a great system to help him succeed. But I always thought he was super tough guy, took a lot of sacks, used to stand in the pocket, deliver throws, stuff like that. I was excited for him. And then he got here, and he was nothing like what the media portrayed him out to be. And I could just never understand why Dan was overhated where he was at prior.
Rob, what were we supposed to think? I'm sure he's a swell teammate. I'm sure he's a good guy. I'm sure he's a nice guy. I'm sure he's great in the locker room. I'm talking about Daniel Jones on the field. The same Daniel Jones, the last 2 years, he was hurt 1 year. He played 6 games. You know what he went in those 6 games? 1-5. The next year, which was last season, played 10 games. You know what he was, Rob? 2-8. 3-13. You're talking about only having, in those 16 games, 10 passing touchdowns, 2 in the year before. What were we supposed to – that's not a bad rap. That's what we're seeing. That's what we're seeing. They got rid of, for him, the guy who actually was good in Saquon. We saw that last year. So why would we not acknowledge that? That the guy you got rid of has an MVP caliber type season, offensive player of the year. The guy you kept is having a bum year. That's not being mean. That's not overthinking. That's seeing what's in front of us.
100%.
What are we supposed to say?
He was overhated, right? That's what he said, overhated. but the Giants picked him over Saquon.
Yeah, that's
How
what
was
I'm
he
saying.
overhated? People didn't like that they couldn't win games. Like that overhated? No. His quarterback play wasn't great. They didn't win games. I don't know what were people supposed to throw him a parade? What were they supposed to do?
Yeah, this one is, there's other people you can say. Like, some people will say Russell Westbrook, his career is starting to be overhated and blah. Okay, I can get that, right? He was an MVP. He'd been to a finals before. Like, I get people maybe a little critical of Russ. We can have a conversation. Daniel Jones hadn't done anything. Even the Pro Bowl year, Rob, he had 15 touchdowns. It was one of those, you ain't going. Daniel Jones, you want to go to the Pro Bowl? All right, I'll go.
And the year that he got that contract was off of that playoff win against the Vikings.
Yep.
He threw over 300 yards those 2 years, both against the Vikings, who had the worst defense in the league. That's what it was.
Yeah,
there was nothing else there.
So I'm not mad at him sticking up. I get it, right? He's going to stick up for his teammate. This is his new guy. They're 6-1. They're feeling good. Life's good. But, man, like, this is what me and you always talk about. Don't put it on us. Don't make it like we're being bad. We're overthinking.
It's always the negative from the media. No, it's based on the record.
This is straight up what he's doing and how he's performing and how this team is playing. That's it. That's it.
That's unbelievable he got out of this.
Yeah, just break it down for what we just witnessed.
Bases loaded, 1 out. Paez strikes out on a nasty 3-2 pitch out of the zone, down low, and then he gets Shohei to ground to first base with the bases loaded.
Yeah, way to get out of that, because that could have been bad.
Ohtani 0 for 2 already. His batting average was .214 before that at bat. But he's the greatest baseball player who ever played. I'm just saying.
Are you calling him Shohei 0 for Tani?
Ooh. Ooh.
It's a long series.
It is
we know
long
he's
series.
a
You
great
know it.
player.
Yeah, he'll come around.
And you know that.
It's good, but that was great to get out of that, because that could have been bad.
That's a game.
Even if he just hits a double there.
But that could change the whole thing. Bases loaded.
100%.
And Paez, though, like that was the bad at bat in the postseason. Now 0 for 11 with runners in scoring position. That you can't have.
He's been
0 for 11.
He's not been great.
You should have heard us back in the control room. It's like, I hope he walks him so that Rob can freak out on the air again that the Dodgers getting free runs for doing nothing.
Well, how many times I got to watch it this postseason?
That's my favorite part of doing radio with you during this MLB postseason, is you being mad at the other team for something that they did. Why would you throw the first? No, why would you not throw home? Why would you?
You remember I threw my phone.
Yeah, you threw your phone. I can't remember which incident that was.
What else is funny?
That was the one when the pitcher threw the ball to the catcher.
Is that Kelvin will be going off for like 3 or 4 minutes on whatever the take is, and we deliberately put the game on both sides of the studio so that Rob could be facing Kelvin and still see the game. But nah, Rob's still looking this way.
I told you, and I'm glad YouTube gets to see it. I've been telling y'all. Don't let it be the Yankees. It's the back. I can tell you exactly what your barber did today. Yeah, he faded you up in the back, a little taper in the back. Because all I see is the back of your head. Then let me tell you, Rob, I just think the MLB and I think the da-da-da. And Daniel Jones, this is what you look like. YouTube, you see me right now. Just the back of your head. Huh? Well, yeah, I think Aaron Rodgers is great.
I'm sorry.
We're not even talking about football right now, Rob.
Well, we had to update the World Series, though. No, that was a big sequence.
That was huge. They got out of that. No, that could have been really ugly. Like I said, even if the Dodgers get 3 runs out of it, that could be, because, again, this is a team, the Dodgers, who haven't put up a lot of runs. They get 3 in the first, couple of innings.
And that's been my argument, is that they haven't. You know what I mean? They haven't been scoring a lot of runs. So.
Nope. We got to talk more about the NBA scandal.
We are Fox Sports.
Wake up, it's 2 pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is.
Let's get it. Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network. Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible.
You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham! We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank you.
Love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable. He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape.
With the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win. Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special.
Yes.
Who wants some?
Bigger,
Bolder.
better.
We are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
In Game 1 of the World Series at Toronto, Dodgers lead the Blue Jays 1-0, bottom of the second and 2 outs. Toronto left bases loaded, bottom of the first. In the second, L.A. got Kike Hernandez RBI single, but the Dodgers had bases loaded, 1 out, could not score again. Rookie starter Trey Savage of the Blue Jays, 44 pitches thrown in the first 2 innings. Meanwhile, Blake Snell, 42 pitches in an inning and 2/3. Looks like they've got the third out of the inning at third base. So end of 2, Dodgers 1-0 at Toronto. Busy night in the NBA and currently at Toronto, about 2 minutes left. Bucks leading the Raptors 115-110. It's Cleveland ahead 66-51 at Brooklyn early in the third quarter. 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy out again this weekend with a bad toe. And quarterback for the Panthers, Bryce Young, doubtful with a high ankle sprain. I'm Steve DeSager.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
It is the Odd Couple. Hour number 3. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington.
You need some more number 3.
I saw that look from Alex when he saw me.
No, he was just concerned because he was going to have to come here and give you the Heimlich.
That ain't a concern. That's like
he was going to give you the Heimlich.
All right. If you missed any of today's show, you'll be able to catch the podcast. Just search Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast. Right after the show, today's podcast will be posted. Be sure to follow the podcast, rate it at least 5 stars because we're worth it. And you can even provide a review. Again, just search Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast, and you'll find today's full show and a best-of version posted right after we get off the air. Don't forget, coming up, Lamar Mitchell, BetMGM, Director of Trading, will do that. We'll also do the NFL Pigskin Pickoff and Last Call. So we got a lot to get to in this third hour of the Odd Couple on a Funky Flashback Friday. And we're at 2 innings now.
Yep.
1-0 Dodgers. And plays being made, all kinds of stuff. So what part didn't you understand? So Blake Snell, so there was a ball hit to Freddie Freeman.
Right.
He throws it to Blake Snell to try to get the third out of the inning. Mm-hmm. There's a runner on first who's running to second base. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He tries to tag the bag.
At first.
He misses.
So
it's obvious that he doesn't touch the
bag.
That
was what I was saying. I saw that he missed. I didn't know that he knew.
He knows he. I mean, if you're feeling for the bag and you put your foot down, he knows he didn't touch the bag.
See, he threw a laser then to get that to third.
And then he threw a laser.
Because pitchers sometimes they can pitch and hit a fly flying across that bag, but throwing to a base, sometimes it can be rocky. So that was a nice throw then. Right there.
All right, the commissioner. Now I don't understand. Did he speak to the media before the game? He's at the Knicks Celtics game.
And the reporter just ran up on him?
He's doing like a report, like
full
during
disclosure,
the game.
This is the first game on Prime. This doubleheader you got going here, Boston and New York. New York up by 20 points, by the way, early in the third quarter.
Okay.
And so he made a point to be in the building because this is a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And credit to him for allowing himself to be questioned about what's going on, specifically with the Terry Rozier situation, right? Because one of the big storylines come out of yesterday was
how did y'all investigate?
And clear him and allow him to play when the FBI's like, nah, son, not only is he not be playing, he's going to be arrested.
He's not even going to be here.
So this is a little bit long. It's about a minute 30. But here's the exchange between Cassidy Hubbard and Commissioner Adam Silver on Prime Video. Take a listen.
And Terry Rozier was allowed to keep playing after an NBA investigation ruled that there was no NBA rules violated. What do you make of that decision now amid the FBI's allegations against him?
So what happened was, because bets were placed through legalized legal betting companies, they picked up aberrational behavior around a particular game in March of 23. And so that was brought to our attention by the regulators and the betting companies. We then looked into that situation and were very transparent about it. And while there was that aberrational betting, we frankly couldn't find anything. Terry at the time cooperated. He gave the league office his phone. He sat down for an interview. And we ultimately concluded that there was insufficient evidence, despite that aberrational behavior, to move forward. We then worked directly with the law enforcement, as they said at the press conference, that the league has been cooperating. And so that was obviously over 2 years ago. So the federal government has subpoena power, can threaten to put people in jail, can do all kinds of things that a league office can't do. So we've been working with them since then. And of course, what they announced yesterday was an indictment. So 2.5 years later, he still hasn't been convicted of anything, in fairness to Terry. Obviously, it doesn't look good, but he's now been put on administrative leave. And so, you know, there's a balance here of protecting people's rights and investigating. And as I said, we've been working with the government, and they have extraordinary powers that a league office doesn't have.
Mr. Commissioner, please don't detail what the story. We already know what happened. And all that. He didn't give us an answer. He just recounted what the breakdown of the story was.
Rob, first of all, what had happened was.
Yeah, I mean.
When he hit me with the what had happened was, it's when I knew. Only one thing I got from that, because to your point, was he literally gave us the article.
He gave us the article. He didn't say like
we messed up or we missed it or maybe something, there's some things we can't, I don't know, say something. The only thing I got from that I will say is that the FBI does have subpoena power. And the only reason why that matters to me is because I have the power to say, well, I'm making you come down and testify.
Okay.
Whereas if the NBA calls you and you just say, hey, I don't want to speak or I don't remember, then they can't do anything. They can ask you.
Kelvin,
yes.
You are giving them a pass.
No, that's just the only fact. That's a fact that the FBI has subpoena power. But it's the only thing I agree with.
When you sign a contract with a league, you give over your rights, right?
Well, no, I'm not talking about the player.
No,
I'm talking about people.
No, but
meaning if Rob, not me the player, like Kelvin Washington, but you're my barber, we've been talking. I can subpoena you, barber.
Okay,
the league can't. Is all I'm saying. Not the player. I'm with you on the player.
Okay. Tom Brady refused to cooperate with the NFL. Refused to give destroyed his. What happened? He got suspended for 4 games. Okay, you don't get due. It's not due process. It's not a legal. You're not the law of the land. We've seen guys get suspended for going to strip clubs. All I'm saying is, when they originally called Adam Silver and said there's some irregularity, blah blah blah, he could have taken more action. The whole idea that he needed subpoena, that's why they weren't able to do anything. That's nonsense. I'm just saying he's using that as a crutch.
The only thing I'm saying is subpoena takes it to another level.
He's using that as a
if Terry's giving me his phone, Terry's done it, and then, but we're like, man, we need to talk to person X, and person X says, I'm good.
You don't have to talk to all those people.
No, I'm saying the NBA can't do anything. FBI can say, "Hey, we need to talk to you." If you don't, you'll be subpoenaed.
The NBA,
that is a game. That is a much different thing.
The NBA can do whatever.
They can't subpoena though.
No, but they don't need to subpoena.
Well, I'm saying more information. If I subpoena you, I'm not making it up. You're his barber who might be in the mix of this or so. I'm making it up. And you go, "Hey, barber, it's NBA. We would like to talk to you more about Terry Rozier." I don't have anything to say. Well, no, we were just like, yeah, I don't have anything. Otherwise, Chairman Lord. The FBI can say, we're bringing you down subpoena, and you got to answer these questions on
most of the league suspensions and all. I just gave you the Tom Brady thing.
Yeah,
you can do because you signed to be a part of that league, and you go by their bylaws. Where NFL
but that's the
players,
player. I'm with you on that.
Right, but I'm just saying that, like, to just say that because they don't have subpoena power is the reason why they didn't do anything. I don't buy that. I
believe that they took an easy route. That's
okay.
Two different. No.
Let's get to our topic. I do want to get to this, really, and because we'll be here all night. But I did want to play that because I didn't hear anything from the commissioner.
And you didn't again.
We did not. It was your Rob G. I think your first reaction was the right one. But I just thought we hadn't heard.
No, but we had to hear from the man who's spearheading the league that's under a bunch of fire.
2-0 Dodgers now. Who got that hit?
Freddie.
I didn't see it.
Oh, I didn't. Will Smith.
Yeah. Okay. All right. 2-0 Dodgers. Runner on second. Let's go here. The question is, with all the stuff that's going on, the gambling and whatever, I think this is the worst time ever to be a sports fan, especially NBA. I really do.
Break it down.
I think this is, if you're a sports fan and you love the NBA, there's nothing worse than the current NBA and the current scenario and circumstance that you're faced right now. And here are the reasons why, Kelvin. Style of play. All the threes, all that, just the style of play isn't basketball that I love to watch and watched all these games. I don't want to see teams taking 1 million threes. We've seen it. the NBA All-Star Game, scores over 200, no defense. We used to watch the All-Star Game. It was never this bad, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Load management. Guys decide they just don't want to play. Teams are arresting people. People paying $500 for tickets, and the players decide they don't want to play. They don't want to play back-to-back. Michael Jordan, this last season in the NBA, played all 82 games. It's just that's another part of it. But there are two other parts. The fantasy sports, which is just ruined.
Do you have terrible conversations with your friends? Because you think it's going to talk about the game.
No. It's just
man, he didn't do this. He didn't do. Did we talk about the game?
No, they don't care about the game. It's only what the player that they have and whether or not what they're doing. And then the last part, which is why, to me, this is relevant today, is the gambling aspect. And the idea of parlays, and not about winning or my team winning, being mad, watching the game, being mad that the coach pulled the player out of the game, but he needs 2 more rebounds. Wait a minute. What are you doing? He needs another assist. Get back out there. He needs another free throw. What are you doing? Angry. Your team wins, but they didn't get your parlay. How in the world are you enjoying this when I give you all these scenarios? 4. The style of play, too many threes. Load management, a black eye on the sport, paying your good hard-earned money, nobody's showing, and then they don't want to play. Fantasy sports, everything's about fantasy rather than the game or me caring about my team and them winning. And last, the whole parlay thing. My God, is that really where it's about the parlay? Not that my team won or they won by 16, man. That was a great game. No.
Why are you bummed your team won?
LeBron didn't get his other. He missed. He needed 1 more rebound.
Dude, we're the odd couple.
Am I over?
No, we're the odd couple, but on this subject, we are the even couple. I have a good friend of mine who was by far my great friend to talk sports with. You know what I mean? Just check in, watch he could be all across the country. You watching this game right now, World Series, you can just talk about the world. So watch this game, Wemby look great. And you just talk who you think's better. What do you like? You crazy, I'm taking hits. That was my guy. Drive home, I got an hour drive home, let's talk sports. We all have that guy, or you got several. And he started getting heavy into parlays. He's the one guy, he's that guy you even go back and be like, remember in 05 finals when you was rooting for, man, that was my friend. Then I started to call him, and man, what?
What happened?
I needed him to hit a mother 11-3. I'm like, what? But ain't you going for rooting for, or that's not even your guy like that. I don't even know who this kid is. Right. I know, but I had the team at over 25 threes. So, and it started to change everything. I'm texting about, man, the running back's got to run harder. I thought, why would you go for 3rd and 6? And he's like, man, random game about some guy I needs to get 2 more assists. And I'm like, man, and it ruined that friend who I relied on, who had that sports. I couldn't agree with you more. If you're not into it, and your buddies, that crew that used to be all about going to the bar and watching a game and meeting at somebody's house, it's changed everything. Now, to get back to everything else you were saying, style of play, because while it may be scientifically the better thing to do, to shoot the 3 and it's also stylistically boring, right? I like mid-ranges. I like guys getting to the rack. I like post-up moves. Just simply shooting threes and all, operating like that is bad. And as you mentioned, there was a moment when I was questioning the competition. Like, everything was a business decision. I got to wait right now, load management. I don't want to play because I'm not fully where I need to be. I don't want to play an all-star game or the dunk contest because if I lose, what do I have to gain if I don't do it? If I don't, everything became business decisions versus just the pure love of the game. And you start to see that. Now, the silver lining or the hope that I have is in this new crop of stars. Wembanyama is about winning. He don't want to be just, I'm good and look at me and I'm all-star. He wants to win. He wants to take your heart out. He wants to dominate. Ant is running through laughing at all these videos. Steph, get out of here. LeBron, get out of here. Luka, get out of here. So, Ant-Man, Wembanyama, Cooper Flag is left to be determined, but I like his motor. Some of these young guys that are facing Cade Cunningham, they want to win. They're all in. It gives me hope that maybe, just maybe, the competition, the caring, the want to crush each other, the not. I mean, you guys can be cool, but we don't have to be uber fraternizing in front of us. I'm hoping we get back to that. But this is one of those times, for the most part, we're on the same page with this, man.
All right, 877.
And the gambling part is just,
it has
you
ruined
can't even
it.
talk to your friends anymore.
And
Parlay.
We want to hear from you. Where are you? Is this the worst time ever to be a basketball fan right now? Really? We'll continue this conversation next with you. 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. It is The Odd Couple on a Funky Flashback Friday. Rob, Parker, Kelvin Washington. And you know what you need to do. Stick and stay.
To see if 0-2 Tani can shake it off in the US of A.
I'm convinced.
What are you convinced about, Rob?
That one of the storylines that a lot of people are excited about will not come to fruition, will be a spectacular disaster, will not happen, and will be a fail.
What you talking about, Willis?
That's Kevin Durant and the whole era in Houston, and that they're going to the finals, and he's the missing piece, and they had the young pieces, they have the coach, and all that other stuff. I think the West is extremely tough, number one.
That's true.
Number two, I don't know if his showing up in Houston changes the dynamics of the young team and what they had going, because he's such a great player, and there's no way that you keep playing the same way when you add him to the mix. And then number three is we've seen this guy get hurt without contact. I don't know if we can trust him to stay healthy for an entire season. And lastly, this will be the third stop where his train derailed. This is just who he is, and the idea that he's a vagabond and he's just going to go to team. Like, seriously, Kevin Durant has been on so many teams that there isn't really a team that you should, erect a statue or have him attached to. Like, he's been to too many teams. And I'm the last two stops, brutal. The one in Phoenix where everybody was ready to crown them. Oh, my God, who are you going to stop? Devin Booker and KD and this and that. Disaster. Did not work out. And unfortunately, I believe it will not happen in Houston as well.
Like Charlie Murphy said when he was doing the sketch on Dave Chappelle. So, wrong. Let me tell you why you're wrong. You listed 2 to 3 reasons why it's going to work. So, number one, when you start to look at the statistics for the Houston Rockets and what they did bad or what they did good, let's start with the shooting. The main reason why they struggled against teams was offensively they didn't have a go-to bucket getter. And they also struggled from three. They were near the bottom of the league in the three-point shooting. They were near the bottom of the league in free throw shooting.
KD's
near
a
the
three-point
bottom
shooter now?
Yeah. One of the greatest ever. 50, 90, 40 pretty much every year. And in field goal percentage, they were also low as well. And clutch three-point percentage, they were only 24%. So they're very low when you needed a bucket, you needed a shot, you needed to knock down free throws. You literally bring in the best guy aside from maybe Stephen. He might even be better when you come to the mid-range as far as getting me a shot, whether it be mid-range, three-pointers, free throws, it doesn't matter. So you bring that guy in, a 7-foot walking bucket. So that's where I disagree. It's a perfect fit. You brought up Phoenix. Let me tell you why Phoenix was a horrible fit. Because Phoenix had the same guy. Bradley Beal doesn't do much unless he's got the ball in his hand. Devin Booker, quality player as far as he can distribute the ball a little bit, but he's
that
best.
Failed before Bradley Beal got there.
But there he's best
before he got there.
Because there's my other point coming up. They had 3 guys who all need the ball to score, and they couldn't do much. Not great assistment. They're not great knockdown defenders. Not going to say, hey, tonight I'm going to get 12 points and get 12 rebounds. That's just not what they did. Houston has that. They got guys who all I want to do is play defense. They got guys who all I want to do is muck up the game, play hard. Other guys who I'm going to drive the basket. So it's actually a much better fit. The reason why when they had Devin Booker and Kevin Durant, it didn't work, they didn't have any depth. They gave up all their depth to acquire Kevin Durant. Houston, that's what they have, so much so that they might be able to sustain. This is the hardest part for them to me. They lose Fred Van Vliet.
Easy for you
I
to
know,
say.
right? Fred Van Vliet is a big-time loss because of veteran presence, big shooter, shot maker, and just that kind of guy who can calm the offense. Losing him is big. I'll give you that. The only point you made that I will concede and give you is Kevin Durant's health over the last 5-6 years. He has been known to miss a game, miss some parts of a season, miss a third of a season.
Oh, you act like you poo-pooing that?
I'm with you on that. So I'm saying that part, there is an issue, you're concerned with that. I'll give you that. But as far as just quality of the player, fit, to me it's perfect fit. The guy they need. They got Amin Thompson, who's going to be probably an all-star this year or next. You got Şengün, who's one of the better post bigs down low.
Have you looked at the division, the Western Conference?
Oh, the conference is lit. I told you that.
Okay.
No, the conference is
so
packed.
you have them. You got the Rockets going to the finals.
No, the Rockets go to the finals. I think I'm not quite there yet to see what's what. But no, I'm saying I fully expect them to be a good, very good team and hard to beat.
No, that's not why.
They got the perfect mix.
But that's not why they brought him on, and that's why you missed my point. My point is you don't bring Kevin Durant to your team to be a good team and to be in the mix.
Boy, Fox Sports Radio. It's the Odd Couple, Rob and Kelvin on a Funky Flashback Friday. Appreciate you all hanging out with us on this Friday. Hopefully your weekend is going to be great. We got some good action right now. What is it now? Is it 3-0?
2-0.
2-0. Dodgers up. We'll keep you updated on that. Steve DeSager will do so in just a matter of minutes.
Is it the top of the fourth already or third? Where are we?
Rob G, you got that?
Is it top
What
of
inning we're in?
top of the third or fourth?
Top of the fourth.
Yeah.
All right. Keep you updated on that. And also, be sure to check out the YouTube channel that we are right now simulcasting on. All you got to do is search Odd Couple FSR. Go do that. While you're there, like it for your boys. Comment, share for your boys. We appreciate it. Comment away, jump in, let us know whose take you like, all that good stuff. Subscribe to, check out our YouTube page. Search Odd Couple FSR. Lamar Mitchell, BetMGM Director of Trading on the way. And also last call NFL picks and pickoff at the end of the hour as well. All right, let's take some calls. Who we got?
All right, talking about the NBA, is this the worst era? Do you still like
Just
it?
pure entertainment value.
I think it's the worst time to be a sports fan, especially if you like the NBA.
With the gambling, with the fantasy, especially the gambling, man.
Yes.
You can't talk to nobody without bringing up a parlay.
Larry in New Orleans, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Larry?
Rob and Kelvin, long time, second time.
Thank you, my man.
Appreciate you, Larry.
This is like the best take ever. This is along with social. It's destroying the joy of even talking about sports. I remember the first time I came across this. I actually had season tickets to the Clippers and Larry Brown's season when they had the best record, and there were two guys sitting in front of me, and they were talking about different guys on both teams, and I said, "What? Why are you even here? I mean, this is the dumbest thing about watching sports." And I want to say, the last time I called was trading Zion, and he's got a dunk over Wemby tonight. That is pretty cool. So
all right, we'll check that out.
I'm gonna check it out.
Thanks,
now.
Larry. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you, buddy. How about Brandon in Riverside? You're California. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Brandon?
Oh man, long time, man. Good to hear from you.
I know.
Guys.
Where you been? I know you disappeared on us.
I do I do a lot of overnights now, so I catch the podcast via, catch the show via podcast.
Okay.
So I'm glad to get you live, man. But it was not a good week for basketball. I mean, it started off, day one was great. I was like, all right, because baseball it starts on Friday, so I was like, they get 3 days to showcase, and we end up showcasing gambling and all types of problems. And I don't think it was a good week for basketball and I'm a basketball fan, so it's just it was bad. Like you said, we had Wemby gave us a good show.
Oh yeah,
Lakers actually gave a good show. Even yesterday game with the Warriors versus Nuggets, that was a good game, but it was just taken over by what Chauncey Billups and some other guys done. But
if you tie in too, Brandon, appreciate the call. If you tie in too the what the Clippers are going through to them, it's a tough spot right now, NBA. And go ahead, we'll get some more calls.
All right, Drew in New Jersey, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Drew?
Hey, I agree that I feel like sports betting has made the game worse. However, I think what Wemby did last night brought some excitement back to the game because he shot two threes the entire game, so that was amazing.
I agree.
But the one thing I will add in there, I just think that overall, just sports betting overall, I'm just not a fan of, especially someone that does like financial counseling in the military. There's two things you always see on a statement. You always see losses in sports betting, and then you see Uber Eats. And
crazy.
And then Uber Eats, and then also you have a really bad interest on a car. You get like 20%, even though you're in the military, you should get 6% because that's literally a law. But
well,
I
hate to hear it getting taken advantage of. But
Thanks,
man,
Drew.
the betting is bad, man. It's like nobody. It wasn't more of a hidden secret, Rob. Now it's just pronounced. Everybody knows it's out there. Everybody's talking about it.
Let's squeeze one more in before we get to Lamar Mitchell and Steve DeSager. Andre in Massachusetts, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Dre?
How you doing? Thanks for taking the call. Listen, this is a great time for the NBA, in my view, because we get to see a clear delineation, a clear parallel between the leadership of the late, great David Stern, who built the modern NBA, and how he handled crisis, specifically when we saw some underhanded stuff going on with the Minnesota Timberwolves in that Joe Smith contract. Okay, he dropped the doggone hammer. And Adam Silver, who is his appointed protege, who did handle the Donald Sterling scandal when he first became commissioner, he handled that well, but he is struggling mightily, in my opinion, with these recent scandals, both the gambling and then what's going on with Steve Ballmer. This is an incredibly intelligent person who all of a sudden doesn't know what's going on in the news cycle, and things are slipping past him. He's trying to duck all of these things, and I'm not buying it, okay? David Stern would have wrapped his hand around this and clocked some people and showed some doggone leadership. I know that they have, how do you want to call it, a Faustian bargain with gambling and letting it in. You have to have it for the viewership, but then it's such a fine line. All the leagues struggle with that. I get it. But we're not seeing clear, distinctive leadership from the top in the NBA. And it's just a clear parallel to David Stern, the angel of Stern. Rob, you know what I'm talking about. He would have got his hands around this. So that's what I'm looking for Adam Silver. Great time, great opportunity for leadership in the NBA. Thanks for taking the call.
All right, thank you.
Well, we didn't really hear much tonight.
I was going to say good luck because they asked him a pointed question. He
said, yeah, so hold on, let me pull up my article.
So let me tell you what happened was
and then we had went to.
Yes, and then we don't have subpoena power.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks
all
for
right,
telling
thank you
us.
for that. Appreciate you, Cassie. All right, we got Lamar Mitchell, BetMGM Director of Trading.
I would have stopped him doing that.
Thank you, appreciate it. Just enjoy the game.
Can you answer the question, or we can just stop?
We can just end it. We can end it and get to.
Okay.
All right, Steve DeSager now set on what's trending. Hey, Steve.
Hey there, going to the bottom of the fourth of Game 1 of the World Series. By the way, all the games on Fox TV starting at just after 8 p.m. Eastern. Game 2 is Saturday night. Dodgers lead the opener against the Blue Jays 2-0 in the bottom of the fourth. The rookie starter for Toronto, Trey Savage, threw 71 pitches the first 3 innings and then a 9-pitch fourth. He's through 4, down 2-0, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks. Toronto left bases loaded in the bottom of the first against LA starter Blake Snell, who threw 29 pitches in the first inning, had a couple of walks. He's now through 3 with 56 pitches. Kike Hernandez, an RBI single for LA in the second. Will Smith, an RBI single for LA in the third. In the NBA, Milwaukee a winner at Toronto, 122-116. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 31 points and 20 rebounds. Under a minute to go in Orlando, the Magic and the Hawks tied at 105. Franz Wagner, 27 points for Orlando. Cleveland leading 110-91 against the Nets early in the fourth. Going to the fourth quarter at New York, Knicks 82-65 leaders against the Celtics. And the Miami Heat are up 92-57 at Memphis early in the third quarter. Among the 4 NHL games, Washington with a 5-2 record is winning again, 5-1 at Columbus with about 3 minutes to go. New Jersey Devils 6-1 so far this season. They're leading late in the third at home, 2-1 against San Jose. 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy out again with a toe injury. Mac Jones will start. Panthers quarterback Bryce Young doubtful with a high ankle sprain. He missed practice all week. Quarterback for the Ravens Lamar Jackson practiced fully today, listed as questionable with a bad hamstring. Eagles wide receiver A.J. Brown out with a hamstring injury. Texans wide receiver Nico Collins out with a concussion. And in college football, early third quarter tonight, Cal leads at Virginia Tech 20-10. Back to you.
Steve, have a great weekend. Appreciate you. I couple Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a funky flashback Friday. Getting a new job, well, it can be so much easier with Express Employment Professionals. With Express, you'll have a local connection to find job market, and you can get started at expresspros.com to find a location near you. That is expresspros.com. It's now time for Lamar Mitchell and BetMGM, Director of Trading, to join the show as he does every Friday. Lamar, what's up, man?
You guys doing today?
Doing good, brother, as always. Hopefully you're doing well, too, man. We got the World Series kicking off. We got NBA back. It's a good time.
We got a lot going on. All
right, let's get to it, Rob.
All right, let's get it started. Lamar.
Sorry.
The big game of the week is Sunday when the Steelers host the Packers. Aaron Rodgers taking on his former team, but the Steelers are actually 3-point home dogs in this game, I guess. The only saving grace is the Packers are 0-3 versus the spread on the road. Where are the sharps on this one?
You know, it's we haven't moved off that number 3. We've just juiced the number, and the sharps have definitely been on the juice on this. So they're definitely on the Steelers side here. Looks like Joe Public is even money, but the money on this game is definitely in favor of the Steelers at about 9-1 clip.
Wow.
So yeah, but the sharps are definitely on taking the little juice on the Steelers though.
All right, let's talk about a little NFC East here on this one. We got the Eagles hosting the Giants. And this weekend, they're currently going off as 7.5-point home favorites. Last time these two met, New York dominated Philly on Thursday Night Football not too long ago. And now you got the Eagles players calling the game personal. I'm assuming the bettors are all over Philly in this spot, right? And don't mention A.J. Brown's going to be out as well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The Sharps, Joe Public, both definitely on the Eagles. Looking at this game here, money's about 5-1 in favor of the Eagles, and ticket count's about 3-1 in favor of the Eagles. So this will definitely be a game here that the Public and Joe and the Sharps are definitely on, and we'll probably need the Giants unless we get some late money on the Giants.
All right, it's Friday. It's 9:34 Eastern. Is that a home run right there? What just happened?
I think so. I think it hit the wall.
That's a home run.
Yeah.
Home run.
It is. Wow. They're going crazy in Toronto. But it's Friday night. Here we are, 9:35 Eastern, and Aaron Glenn is still not named as starting quarterback for a game on Sunday against the Bengals. 2-part question with this one. Would the spread move if it was either Justin Fields or Tyrod Taylor? And 2, is anybody crazy enough to take the Jets in this spot anyway?
You know, actually, that's a good question. I mean, we've we've had some money once we originally opened this game. You know, obviously they took the Bengals and Joe Flacco. Public's about 5-1 in favor of the Bengals. Money though is even Steven in this situation, but whoever they name I would imagine if they name Fields as a starter, you might see that money. We're at 6. It might go back up to 6.5. Tyrod Taylor, if he starts, it probably will say that -6 right now.
All right, there you have it. Yeah, this is the bad team, and it's a rough situation right now, quarterback play-wise. All right, looking at the board right now, let's talk about this one. The Panthers are going to host the Bills on Sunday, and I read a stat today that those two teams combined, they hit the over at 68% clip the last couple of seasons. So with that in mind, Lamar, how much action are you seeing on a total of over, under 46.5?
The public and Joe, the public definitely on this. Money's about 13-1 in favor of the over, and ticket count's about 3-1 in favor of the over. The Sharps have been betting this game over. They hit it a little bit on the under, but basically they've been going back and forth on this. But definitely it is a game that we're going to be looking at the under, the hops will need the under on this game because, like you said, these two teams combined hit the over, and that's exactly what everyone's betting right now.
All right, here we go. Looking at the board, and the Broncos-Cowboys currently has the highest posted total this week, over under of 51. Denver's defense just got lit up by the Giants, and 4 straight Cowboy games have gone over the total. I'm assuming that the pros and the Joes are all taking the over in this spot.
Rob, you should never assume. You know what that will get you in trouble.
That will make you an ass out of you and me, right?
In this case, you're correct, Rob. Though the Joes, the pros, everyone's on the over here. Money in this situation on the over is about 20-1, and ticket count on the over in this situation is about 4-1. Sharps are all on this over. So, Cowboys defense, Broncos defense. Basically, Cowboys haven't played well on the road defensively, and the Broncos, after that performance last week, it's going to be, we'll be looking at the under on this for the house.
All right, and lastly for me, looking at the board, at the one that stands out to me is the Colts. You got them at a 14.5-point home favorites against the Titans. I know Tennessee is 4-20 against the spread the last couple seasons, but 14.5 is a huge number in the NFL. How much action are you seeing on the Titans here, Lamar?
None. Not much right now. Not much, Kelvin. Looks like ticket activity on this game is about 4-1 in favor of the Colts. Money's about 4-1 in favor of the Colts. And the Sharps did lay our initial 14, laid up to 14.5. So, as you said, the Titans don't really cover. They haven't covered the last 3 years in a row. And the public and the Sharps are definitely on the Colts in this situation.
All right, another huge spread. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs have been looking like the Chiefs taking on bad opponents and running up the score, but like the Raiders last week.
Mm-hmm.
But here, they're going off at 12.5-point home favorites against the Commanders, who will be without Jayden Daniels. So we know that. Where are the Sharps on this game?
We initially opened this at 9, and as you see, it's steamed all the way up to 12.5. They laid the 9.5, 10, 10.5, 11, 11.5, up to 12.5 right now. The Sharps definitely on the Chiefs. Like you said, it's a game where the Chiefs are getting healthy on teams that are in bad situations right now. Daniels is out. We got Mariota. Public is in the betting on the Chiefs here at a 3-1 clip, and the money's also at a 3-1 clip in this situation too. So it's definitely Public and the Sharps are definitely on the Chiefs here.
Yeah, I get that one right there. All right, Lamar.
We appreciate you, and Lamar,
Yes,
you
sir.
should hang on for a second so you can hear every time we do our World Series update.
Oh, boy.
Whenever the Blue Jays score, there you go.
Hello,
On
Lamar?
Canada.
Lamar, he hung up. Lamar done hung up.
All right,
Appreciate
Lamar,
you, man.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you.
Thanks for having me, fellas. You guys have a good weekend.
No doubt.
Alex, how'd that go again? The update?
Oh.
Time for the World Series. This is going to be great for the whole World Series. Oh, Canada.
What was one of your Circle Series? Was one of the Hawks and Magic?
No.
Oh, okay.
I
I'll
don't
say
have
that's a
that
good
one.
one.
Yes.
Got a
All
close
right.
one there. All right, on the way. Last call. If you want to get on that, 877-99 on Fox Last Call. And then also NFL Pigskin Pickoff. We'll see what we did last week. We'll see who we're going to pick this week. It is the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
I'm going to lay the blame squarely on your commissioner, Adam Silver, the NBA, and all the other leagues following behind, okay? This is where I'm going to put the blame because they've made it comfortable enough where people felt like they can do this and they can be involved in it because at one time, Kelvin, gambling was a no-no. So much so, I remember them saying there'll never be a team in Las Vegas, right? There'll never be a team in Las Vegas because they're not going to do that. I remember when Major League Baseball told Mickey Mantle and Willie Mays to get lost, kick rocks. They were greeters at Atlantic City in front of a casino, right? Yep. Fans, come meet Mickey Mantle. These guys are long time retired. They were retired baseball players. They weren't even playing. They said, if you're greeters, we want nothing to do with you. You can't wear a Major League Baseball uniform. You can't come to Old Timers Day. Nothing to do with the sport. We know what baseball did to Pete Rose, right? No. Persona non grata, you're banned for life. All the other stuff. And now that's all changed. And all the leagues, I'm not saying all the leagues, we know this, they're all in bed with the casinos. We've normalized gambling to the point where people feel comfortable to even do this. We just saw last week, did we not talk, Kelvin, about the colleges allowing players to now vote, bet on, as long as it's not your game, you can bet on. Oh, okay, here we go. And this is why I think we are where we are, is because there is no fear of God from the leagues. The Terry Rozier thing is as bad a black eye to the NBA as anything. How the hell did they clear him? Who's your investigative team? They should all be fired. Adam Silver should come with his hat in his hand and apologize that this league basically exonerated him and allowed him to play, and then the FBI snaps handcuffs on him today. Seriously. How did that happen? You know how that happened? Because they wanted it to go away. They wanted it to go away. And go ahead, Kelvin. I could sit here all day.
No, I'm with you. Let me add to that. Not only did they want it to go away, if you recall, do you remember when it went away? Do you remember what happened that day? That's the day Malik Beasley's thing came out. So they didn't want it to have multiple stuff going on at the same time. So let's kind of scurry and move on away from one. The other one comes out. Let's hurry up and get away from that one. Oh, we're right in the middle of what? We're right in the middle of the Steve Ballmer, Kawhi Leonard, Clipper thing. So the NBA had a lot going on right now. And you already know the Jonte Porter stuff that happened with the last year. So there was a lot when it came to gambling. Tim Donaghy notwithstanding over the last 10, 15 years, and especially now that the NBA is trying to skate away from. And the challenge with this is they are in bed with gambling. So they tell you don't gamble on certain things, but hold on, let's take a quick break. It's brought to you by DraftKings. It's brought to you by Prize Picks. Brought to you by FanDuel. And so which one is it? Is it don't gamble? Is it gamble this way? Where if you are going to gamble, only use our sites? So it is a convoluted, mixed up thing that is getting ugly, that is creating a normalcy to kids because it's on apps and it looks fun and it looks like something cool to do. And you don't have to bet big money. You can bet a few dollars. So that's not a big problem. I'm only betting a few dollars. And it can cause and lead to people becoming problematic. Now, going back to the NBA specific, I don't fully agree with you in that I agree that this is horrible. You and I have talked about it for a whole year now. The whole gambling in bed with everybody, then you're telling them not to gamble. The only challenge I have with this is the Damon Jones taking advantage of information about LeBron, a professional, you retire from the game, like that's on you. Being a part of, Gilbert Arenas and all that stuff happened with Gilbert. Now you got stuff that allegedly happened with Chauncey. Like being a part of mob tied casino games and poker nights, I should say, that's on you. Sports Radio. You hear it. Funky Flashback Friday. We are your boys, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, the odd couple. Shout out to Lamar Mitchell. Appreciate him, as always. Let's get to last call here in 1 second. Oh, actually, we don't even have to do it. We can get to last call right now. Last call.
All right.
This is the last call.
Last call.
It's last call. Last call time on the odd couple.
Last call. Who we got?
Kevin in Culver City.
Uh-huh.
You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio, and you are the last call.
Yay.
God is good.
All the time.
Next Friday, when you got that funky Friday, let me get some of that heat wave groove line, please.
I like
heat
that.
Wave groove
Alex
line.
said he got you. He
Yes.
Alex said, say less.
Take me back to 1982. Look, let me tell you something right now. Rob, no way, no how. You know good and well, you better than anybody being a baseball historian. That was the best performance ever by a post.
He been waiting to call.
By player Ohtani getting 3 homers. The reason Judge and Reggie Jackson, Mr. October, can do it because they couldn't get 10 strikeouts in the same game. You gotta give credit to the moment what that did for baseball. That was Michael Jordan in Boston in 1986. That was Magic Johnson in Philly in 79. That's going to elevate the sport. That's going to elevate MLB, bro.
All right. Hey.
MLB.
Tonight, just by the way, he's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. I'm just saying.
No, he been waiting on that call, though, so he ain't want to talk about tonight. He want to talk to you about what you talked about last week.
Yes.
Stay all right. Stay on the
All you gotta do is
subject.
look on my social and see what's going on.
Oh, no, your social. My phone, me and Rob G still getting hit up about that.
Still, that was days ago. The World Series is starting.
My mailman. Hey, how you doing? Here's your mail. By the way, you just showed Rob Parker. Let me tell you, that going crazy. All right, let's get to it. NFL Pigskin Pickoff.
You ready to retire? The Odd Couple is gonna make you rich.
Gambling, vice, corruption.
It's their Pigskin Pickoff.
That's right. It is the NFL Pigskin Pickoff. Shout out Terry Rozier picking NFL games against the spread.
Rob G, caution. Don't get fired.
And let me tell you, you will not be getting insider trading from this segment because both these guys are sub 500 picking NFL games.
What did I do last week?
You went 1-4 last week. Rob went 2-3.
Oh, shoot. What's our I'm up 1, maybe?
You're up 2.
Up 2? All right.
But you're both under 500, so I'm not going to give you the actual.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be back next week.
We'll bounce back.
We'll bounce back.
I'm going to use my brain this time. I was using my heart a couple of times.
All right,
get back
so
to my
here
head.
we go. NFL games against the spread. All these odds courtesy Lamar Mitchell, BetMGM. We got him early this morning. There's been some movement, but we'll stick to the odds we had this morning. Game number 1, Mac Jones, the legend himself, traveling to Houston to take on C.J. Stroud and the shorthanded Texans. 2-point home favorites. Dub.
What's it again? What's the 2?
Texans -2.
Give me the Texans.
You got the Texans -2?
No, I'll take that back. Mac Jones. Give me Mac Jones. He's been playing. Give me Mac Jones. Take that back. Head.
I'm
Mac Jones.
gonna take the Texans -2.
Give me 49ers.
All right, game number 2. We anticipate the return of Lamar Jackson. As a result, Baltimore 6.5-point home favorites against Caleb Williams and the Bears.
Man,
Rob Parker.
That's a tough one.
I'm gonna take the Ravens. They need to win desperately. That's it. And the Bears have won 4 in a row. I mean, are they really going to win 5 in a row? They won 4 in a row.
I don't disagree.
They could cover
with
the
that.
spread. They don't got to win.
True.
No,
That's
I'm
true.
just saying.
And that Ravens defense. Give me the Bears. They'll lose by 5 or 3. Give me the Bears.
Game number 3, NFL Pigskin Pickoff. NFL games against the spread. The Gigantes in a personal. This time it's personal. Rematch against the Eagles. Eagles 7.5 points.
That was Jaws 4. You remember
home
that?
favorites. I do remember that.
And this time it's personal. I'm like, a shark?
Kelvin, who you like in this one?
Head. Give me my head. Eagles.
Give you your what?
That's Sonic.
Yes. Eagles -7.5. I got that too.
No love for Jackson Dart and
I
Cavs.
said I wanted to go heart.
All right.
I like what it's fun. It's entertaining.
Game number 4. This might be the sneaky game of the weekend. Dak Prescott, MVP candidate Dak Prescott, traveling to Denver to take on Bo Nix, Sean Payton, and the Broncos. Broncos 3.5-point home favorites coming off a thrilling come-from-behind win last week. Rob Parker.
Don't take what I'm about to take.
I'm going to take the Broncos minus 3.5.
Give me Cowboys.
Surprised you're picking with Sean Payton.
I'm not a Sean Payton guy, but the Cowboys on the road, I'm not.
Man, our offense is crazy right now.
40 points.
And the Broncos,
the
Broncos look terrible outside of fourth quarter. They look terrible.
Yeah, but they got to play better than they played.
That's true. I mean, I'll give you that.
They played terrible.
I'll give you that.
They're going to play better, and the Cowboys can't stop anybody.
They can't, but dang it, you got CD and Pickens going crazy right now.
All right, and Sertan can only cover one of them. Game number 5.
Friend of the show.
Yeah.
Hung out with us in New Orleans.
P2. Last game on Sunday Night Football. Aaron Rodgers hosting his former team, the Steelers. 3-point home dogs, though, to the Green Bay Packers. Rob Parker.
I'm going to take the Steelers plus the 3. Steelers win outright.
Steelers. Can you believe I said that? In the words of my co-host, Rob Parker, I just threw up in my mouth.
Who'd you pick?
Feel sick.
Pick the Steelers.
Wow.
So there's 3 games you guys are different on, which means we're going to have some movement.
We love that.
One way or the other.
How much time do we have, Alex? Do we?
Got time.
We got a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Break it down.
I got to tell you real quickly. We done, Rob G, right? I posted something today. I ate my last Krispy Kreme donut today, like ever.
Why?
$2.79 plus tax.
And honestly, that's
for
crazy.
One donut.
Krispy Kreme is air.
I'm not trying to rip the business, but that's what they charge. I can't, like, fundamentally, like, I can't do it.
Not for a piece of dough.
A dough that's fried with a little glaze on it. $2.79 plus tax?
No, that's crazy.
It tastes delicious. Krispy Kreme, you remember when they first came out, lines were around the corner. They're so good, but I can't do it. I can't.
I wish I could argue with you, but donuts have gone crazy. Donuts used to be very simple, very easy. A donut should be no more than $1.
I know it says dough, but do you mean money nuts? Is that what that is?
That's what they want. You must be nuts to buy these, is what they're saying.
The Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon is coming up next.
I never miss your radio show. I never hear it, so I never miss it.
Did you hear that?